The ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hungkop Tire.
Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned with us here for the second race that we're bringing to you live from the Sepang International Circuit. That is for round number two, race number 1.
Race 2.
This is race 2?
Yes.
Really? There's so many races happening down here at the Sepang Circuit.
I forgive you because you were not here yesterday.
Really, thank you so much.
You were not here yesterday.
I appreciate that. Terima
Right
kasih.
now, we are watching round 2, race 2 for the Malaysia Touring Car Championship 2026 for the MTC, MT2, V and G categories.
Together with me, Mio Adlan, and the ever so cheerful Erin Cheong coming to you live as mentioned. Thank you so much for watching us live on all our socials as well. Thank you so much. And also, we want to hear from you guys as well if you have the time while you're watching the race, which is going to be flagging off later. Tinggalkan komen because we like to hear what you have to say about the world of motorsports, that is the Malaysian motorsport, the seasons of the MTCC that comes in for you every single year.
Yes, that's exactly right. And right now, as you can see, we are actually at the Papaya Auto House, or rather Papaya Pay Racing Team's pit, where the cars are actually preparing to make their way onto the tracks for our race that will be happening shortly. Now, if you followed us yesterday, or rather followed me yesterday, we actually had a bit of drama, a bit of action on the tracks. Unfortunately, this team's car couldn't finish the race. And there were a lot of things going on as well.
You're talking about car number 8, right?
We're talking about car number 8. Car number 8 that couldn't finish the race. But we're going to see how that is going to turn today, how the tables are going to turn. Because I think it's going to be a very interesting race that's going to be coming up. But you know what's another thing that's going to be interesting?
What is another thing that's going to be interesting? Tell me.
The Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2026.
Yes. Okay. The Petronas Grand Prix of Malaysia 2026, which is happening towards the end of November, if I'm not mistaken.
30th of October.
30th October.
Until the 1st of November.
Until the 1st of November. And right now, sekarang ini, we are making a special offer for all of you enthusiasts, siapa yang berminat nak tengok Hakim Danish yang akan beraksi untuk Moto3 nanti. All you have to do is just go onto the website and buy the ticket, because right now we're giving it at 15% discount.
Yes, 15% discount. So head on to the sepangsircuit.com website and follow us on all our social media as well, and Sepang Circuit for all the updates and announcements. Because there may be more events, more discounts. You might never know.
You might never know as well. Yeah, correct. Because again, we are here to serve you. We are here to connect you. And we are here, orang kata, untuk mendekatkan anda semua dengan dunia pemotoran yang mungkin ramai tak tahu sebenarnya dekat Sepang ni, hampir setiap bulan MTCC berlangsung. Dan bukan saja MTCC, kami ada banyak lagi aktiviti. We have loads of activity which is happening down here at the Sepang Circuit, like the Open Track Day. Kita juga ada hari yang anda boleh bawa basikal. You can even have a run around the track over here. The infamous 5.543 kilometer track down here is legendary. Check out the website, check out our socials.
Yes, that's exactly right. And of course, before we pass on to our two gentlemen, a quick shout out to our preferred energy drink, Monster Energy, as well as our official broadcaster TBS and our official tyre distributor Hankook, that we will be seeing their action on the track later on.
Exactly, and as mentioned, now we're just gonna pass it to our two lovely gentlemen who's very comfortable up there in the booth. They're going to be commentating on the race, of course, as always. My partner in crime, we have Nick, and also my shiny brother as well.
Back,
Chief,
yes.
stay shiny, man.
Yeah, back for the weekend, I am. And I will be back for round 3 and 4 as well, which is great. But yep, commentary box is open for round 2, race 2 of MTCC. This is, of course, the MT1600 race. And Nick Allen with me. Nick, it's part 2 of what we saw yesterday.
Yes, part 2. Keen to see if a similar storyline unfolds, but I guess the main talking point, as our host pointed out earlier, is that Papaya Pay Racing team car number 8, Fadzil Alang and Hendra Adiputra, will they be able to cross the finish line this time? Because yesterday, despite taking a lead, the car fizzled out, and we saw that car being towed away.
Yeah, we did. That is a frustrating situation if your aim is to finish the race, because you do have to finish the race before you can talk about finishing the race in the top 3 positions. They were in a great situation yesterday, which went, well, as they say in England, pear-shaped. So that's what we're going to be looking for in MTC.
This is our leader, our champion,
Yep,
rather.
that's
Champion
right.
from yesterday.
Aaron or Avia in the scene, I think probably going to start with Avia.
Yeah, yesterday it was Avia, perhaps today as well. They may not want to change that winning formula.
So MTC, MT2G, and MT2V are the 3 classes that are racing, and there are, you know, massive differences in all of them. There are 5 cars in MTC. There's about 10, no more. There's about 15 in MT2G and about 10 in MT2G. That's how we're structured for the 28 cars that are on the track. It is a longer race than the one this morning. So it is an hour-long race, 50-plus leader, which means you will have a pit stop window between the 25th and 45th minute for all of these cars to come in and make their changes. Just that one pit window as well. So it is, of course, going to be key to the structure and strategy of your race and where, in fact, you end up at the end of it. And as we said, the race is therefore going to be structured into 3 parts. There's pre-pit window, during the pit window, and the last gambit at the end to try and get the points. And that's what Honda Malaysia Racing did very well yesterday. They managed all 3 parts really well and came out, what, how far ahead were they in the end?
They finished with a commanding, I think it was a 15-second advantage over the chasing pack.
Yeah, that's good enough. I mean, that's really good if you think about it. This morning we saw in the TP2000 an 18-second lead engineered in 14 laps.
Yeah, exactly.
That's huge. So to do this, 15 off a squad of 20 or on a grid of 20, 28 is very good. The wind is picking up. I was going to pick this up. It doesn't look like it's raining yet, but the wind is picking up.
That'll be good, as long as it's not raining. Track is dry and
it has been blisteringly hot
favorable.
today.
In fact, it has been for the last round as well, and this weekend has been absolutely immaculate.
Well, we did, as we said, we saw no full course yellows. It was a very free-flowing race. Lots of fast times as well. So who's to say that it's not going to continue today? But definitely round 2, very important round in the 4 rounds. Good to see some spectators that joined us up here today. Round 2, very important in a 4-round weekend, and of course the other rounds that will be happening in July and August, 24th and 26th of July, 21st and 23rd of August. So if, as I said, you can pick up a maximum of 30 points, the touring car structure is 15 points for win, 12 for second, 10 for third, and then it goes all the way down to 6 points. So a maximum of 30 points per weekend, which means that you have to score, and you have to score big. Who has been scoring big so far in MT1600?
Well, looking at the classification, it was, in fact, hang on, let me just pull that up. MTC category was led by, it was Limit Chok Ng Woi Leng Ken
Wow.
Wu, Russell Tan, third consecutive podium. So they've been doing
Yeah,
really
that's right.
well.
They were doing well yesterday. And once again, big shout to the spectators that have joined us today.
And of course, our debutants this weekend, Aaron Lim, Avila Bahal, Ivy Seng, Mohammad Faris, both getting themselves on the podium.
Well, for Aaron and Avia, it's going to be a double, right? They're going to look for a double win.
Yes, they're going to look for double win. And that was one of the talking points actually from yesterday's race. This HMRT team making their debut only this weekend, but securing a 1-2 finish. And Papaya Pay Racing, like we mentioned earlier, ran into car troubles and had to be towed away. Jonathan Z in the MT2G. Now that's back-to-back last place finishes for him. If you remember correctly,
I thought you were going to say something nice.
well, I hope to say something encouraging for him. He did
depends on
start
how
off
he does,
encouragingly well. He was in top spot yesterday, but then he suffered a drive-through penalty. And upon confirmation of the official results, I checked it last night, he actually finished in last. He finished.
That's what I was saying earlier about how Jonathan, he manages to get himself into
And in
situations.
fact, today morning as well, it was another setback for him. So Jonathan Z, man on a mission to
not finish last.
to not finish last.
And now, of course, we do have one of the only female drivers in the Sepang International Circuit rosters, Genevieve Uy. Let's go and talk to her. We're going to talk to her on the grid right now.
We are witnessing her back in action after her podium finish. Second place yesterday in the MT2V category, car number 18. I'm with Genevieve right now, and of course, her partner is currently in the car. He will be doing the first round of the race, and Jen, you'll be doing the second. So, how are you feeling about today's race? Do you think there'll be another podium finish?
Well, it's going to be tough to say. I don't want to jinx myself too early. For us right now, it's just to bring the car back in one piece, all of us in one piece, and honestly to finish the race. You know, yesterday during the race, we had a couple of issues with the car, but I think it's such a miracle. Thank God that we actually managed to finish second. I took the second stint yesterday and I was fighting for my life, and it was also such a great experience to be able to get my elbows out with such seasonal drivers, such veteran drivers, and there was a lot of respect there on track. Really appreciated that.
Yeah, truly. I did want to bring that up for highlights as well. As you mentioned, a couple of troubles. We did see a couple of action on the tracks. There were some issues as well, some experiences with the car, some experiences with the track. Do you think today's race will fare out better for you? Do you think you have fixed those troubles that you faced yesterday?
You know, I put full trust in my team. They've worked so hard overnight to really get the car ready, and I put full trust in the mechanics, the engineers, my teammate, team principal, and to everyone out there supporting me. And I'm sure we can do as well as we did yesterday.
Amazing. I can't wait to see you out on the tracks. And of course, I'm going to see how your partner's going to do out on the tracks as well. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But for now, we're going to pass it back to Nick and G.
Do like the state flag.
Yeah.
Very happy with that.
Sarawak represent.
Yeah, exactly. I
Same
mean,
like Baron Sim, he always has that
Got
flag
that.
right on the roof of
A
his
lot of
of his
people might
Honda.
not realize that there are states in Malaysia, and it's good that this is a national represented touring car championship. Great to hear from Genevieve as well. I mean, in all fairness, she said all the right things that you should say as a driver, but it was a little bit dramatic. I mean, you know, in terms of their race yesterday, looked like they were having a bit of an action movie for their first race.
In fact, I think when they pulled up to pit, they had some issues.
I think we're going to go down to, just before that, we're going to go down to the grid to talk to one of the cars. 175. So,
175, okay.
Right, we're going to be talking to the Empire M Racing team. Let's get down there.
All right, guys, now I'm down here on the track with one of the youngest drivers that we have down here. We got Anaki, who is apparently Form 4, who's not even 16 yet. Anaki, lesen kereta dah ada ke belum? Belum lagi. Okay, I nak tanya you, before today, yesterday punya performance, how was it for you then being on the sacred track? Macam mana pengalaman you and how did you perform semalam?
Yesterday was not bad. The car was struggling a lot, but I tried to push it till the end. And I tried to get P1 and I get it, and I got P1, but unlucky for us, we ran out of fuel.
Okay. So, okay, running on the field ni banyak lawak sebenarnya kita boleh buat. But we're not going to go there. But of course, the fact that you're being partnered with the likes of Oni, you know, somebody who's seasoned, who's quite experienced in this as well, how has that helped you in regards of preparation as well as your own performance?
Actually, it's not bad, even though he's old already. But
No, he's not old. He's veteran.
I mean,
Okay.
he's veteran, but it's still fast. Still can fight with the other driver.
Okay, lovely. So, okay, the siren has just gone. We wish you the best of luck. Hopefully, we'll see you on the podium later. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys, they are about to start. Back to you guys.
How dare he use the O word? It's veteran,
He'll
okay?
learn, he'll learn.
It's veteran.
He is, of course, I would say, on course for the record of a youngest driver, 15
Yeah,
years old
that is
only.
pretty young. This is the world-famous Petronas Sepang International Circuit, the 15 corners of the 5.543 kilometers with two big fast straights in the middle, and it fans out in terms of speed. But roughly speaking, 1 to 5 is pretty fast. 6 and 7 and 8 also quite fast, but a little bit smoother, and then it gets really, well, should we say tight from 9 to 14 before you get onto the straight again. But a wonderful course, and we saw earlier, not only does it get quite hot, it's been very sunny and very dry, good for lap times, but it is a track that various parts can highlight various attributes for cars. So some of the smaller cars, the MTC, the MT2Gs and Vs, the hatchbacks can get around the tight corners better, and the big straight line speed comes in handy, obviously, on the straights. Now, the grid is clearing, which means we should be down to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Yeah, it looks like 3 minutes.
Yeah, speaking of straight line speeds, we saw a prime example of that in the TP race earlier, that Mercedes A45.
Yeah, that
just
was a great
managing to overcome Omar Hanafi's Toyota. But of course, like you mentioned earlier, this track is suited for all the manufacturers. You know, even if you are in a Swift, all those tight corners really plays to your advantage.
Well,
and
that's
the
why
straights are
Grade 1 circuit. It's
Yeah.
one of the best circuits you can get in the world. That's the car we're all going to be watching. Hopefully moving, because it wasn't yesterday for a bit.
just trying to make out from the eyes who's in the
That's
car.
what it says on the side of his helmet.
Ah,
right?
yeah, okay, yeah. Good spot, good
Very
spot. So it's Fazil. So
very
it's roads.
interesting detective work, that.
Roles reverse. It will be Fazil who will be doing the first stint and handing it over to Hendra Adiputra. Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. So stats never lie, and their stats aren't looking too good so far. A lot of other stories that could follow on. We're looking for a double win from Daniel Ren-Oy and Justin Toh. They started at the back of the grid yesterday in MT2V, and then of course won it today.
Yeah,
So
it's
they
the biggest story of the round yesterday.
And also Sito and Ananton, are a big fan of. They didn't do much yesterday. So.
Yeah, they were quite underwhelming, but I expect to see much better performance from them. Even in the last round, they shown during race 2. Ethan Sito is only 16 years old, and Ananton, an extremely talented driver from Thailand, who's got a lot of experience under the belt racing in this Petronas International circuit.
So that's in MT2G. Of course, Jonathan Z also in MT2G as well. MT2V, the likes of Divyash Parajan and Harkesh Kiva, and also, well, Sochi Sang and Pisao Fan had an absolute nightmare yesterday for Team ST Powered.
Yes, and not forgetting Oni Ramli and Mohamed Anaki. He was actually right in saying that he got P1 because he was actually leading that MT2V race when he passed the car over to his teammate. And what a unfortunate circumstance that they ran out of fuel. We don't hear that that often.
I hate to say it, but that's his
How
calculation.
does that happen? Because Ramli obviously took it over after the pit stop.
It's just calculation, right? So
Yeah.
it's got nothing to do with an outside
So
force.
they didn't fuel up to the maximum capacity, perhaps.
I mean, I have seen it happen a lot, throughout my career and stuff. And even at F1, I remember Nigel Mansell once had to push his car over the finish line at the end because it ran out of fuel. So you could, over push the car and therefore burn through your calculations, or you could just make a mistake in your calculations because, it's not easy to predict.
Yeah.
It's basically like, underwater. It's like being in a submarine, trying to predict where the turns are and stuff like that. It's out of your hands a lot. But I would say that that's something that you as a team can get on top of. You know, what amount of fuel that you're allowed, when you should come in, and the speed you're going to be at. So that is weird. And it would have been tragic for them yesterday.
I don't think it was a case of petrol leaking or anything like that.
No,
because,
we would have stopped the race. We would have had a full course
we
yellow.
would have had
So
a FCY.
that's what I mean. It would have been heartbreaking for them, knowing that they're going to run out of fuel when they're in a good
But that would be a straightforward problem to solve, right? Okay, you ran out of fuel.
You think?
You have to make sure that it's sufficient, and perhaps race management to a certain extent as well, not to throttle it at every given opportunity.
You could spin that round and say the likes of HMRT, our engineering, get that so sorted that it's never a problem. So that part of it, but it highlights that, you know, that there are other things you need to do, basics you need to do to get the car out there as well.
And take nothing for granted, because we never assumed that there was going to be a problem, but it did happen.
Take nothing for granted indeed. Aaron Lim, Avir Baha, Lai Wee Singh, Mohamed Faris, Kenwu Rosseltan and Limi Chok and Ang Tiao, so the top 4 on the grid.
Fadzil Alang Hendra Adiputra completing the final classification for the MTC, and now we move on to the MT2G. Mark Darwin, Luke Antonetto, Ling Guang Yu, Liu Kawai, Chon Chin, Freddie Young.
All the fast guys up front, I've noticed. James Russell, Ali Raimi Rashid following 9th, Sun Chupo in 10th, Tekan Bun and partner 11th, and Daniel Anuri and Justin Toh take us into MT2V.
Ananton Ethan Sitosit in 13th, Shazul and Sharizal in 14th. Our engineering are in 15th and 16th.
Alvin Toh and Justin Yapper in 17th. There's Genevieve Voy for Axel Sports in 18th. Li Chiwa and Lester Lian in 19th, and Jonathan Z and Quek Calorie in 20th.
Empire M Racing, there's Oni Ramli Mama Anaki in 21st, Arworks Racing in 22nd, Tawid Anwar in 23rd, Skiron Racing Team in 24th.
Wow, Paranormal is looking a bit different these days. Divesh Parajun in 25th, Timothy Yo in 26th, Mark Chu and Kenny Chan in 27th, Pisa Fan and Sochi Xiong should be our last car in 28th. So slightly smaller grid, but we have seen some big grids over the last few years, and that is actually in line with what Sepang has been trying to do.
And we still see international participation from Bangladesh, from
Regional
Japan,
for sure, yes. And
yeah, Singapore.
that's the line. New name, clearer direction, bigger grids. That was the whole aim for MTCC. Used to be MCS. So MTC is dedicated to turbocharged engines, 1.6 litre and below. TP2 has been expanded to include a couple of models this year, the Toyota 86 and Subaru BRZ. MT2 has the pit stop penalties for this year, and of course TP is a single driver format now, so very clear cuts in how it's set out.
And we mentioned this yesterday, but just to recap, there are some new formats that have been introduced for this season, one of which is the onboard camera system, especially for race management, race control, to use in case there is an incident that they require special scrutiny.
Yeah, it's nice to know. A little addition bonus. Race control. So we are about to come to the start line, which means MTC is going to kick it off with their 5 cars. Split grid because of the number of cars. Generally speaking, if it's over 20, 25, you can get the basis for a split grid. And we've had grids of up to 80 cars here, so
Snaking all the way up to
yeah.
14.
So when those lights go out, then we're on. Everyone's going to make a dive for the inside line. And the HMRTs, I reckon, are going to have the power to get there first.
Keep my eyes on car number 8. That'll be Fadzil already making his way.
Oh, not on the inside. Everyone's going wide, which is interesting. I guess there's no pressure on the front too, but fast cars, those HMRTs. The clock, as you can see, has started. 50 minutes plus leader.
And this was where Fadzil ran into some troubles yesterday. Right there.
Come on, you can do it. Get that car out. Should be about 18 laps based on stats again. Now this would be the MT2G and V start. Now this should get a little bit tasty. They talk about 23 cars in this start. There you go, a lot of people diving for the inside immediately. Unfortunately, that inside line is not going to be able to handle 23 cars. It's trying to handle about 10 right now. That's
what a
really
move there.
tight.
Car number 45.
That's really tight, but well done. Yeah.
That was Tinky and Boon.
Yeah, I know.
Tinky and Boon go
ST Power, the Singapore team.
Great stuff.
Well, they're all showing each other a great amount of respect. Coming out of turn 3.
We saw great battles unfolding in the MT2G yesterday. Car 900, Lee Kuan Yew, Eddie Liu.
Well, that's what I was saying.
John
3
Chin,
parts to
Freddie
the race. Pre-pit window, pit window, and post-pit window. And within those times, you're going to see bunches of little battles. And I'm expecting, of course, the MTC cars to go off and start cutting through the grid. But these guys will break off into packs of 4 or 5, I would have thought. And some might even last the entire hour.
Yesterday we saw it was a 3-way tie combination of Mark Darwin, Luke Anton, Lee Kuan Yew, Eddie Liu, John Chin, Freddie Ang. But this time around we can expect Adi Rahimi, James Russell, who also finished in podium, Ethan Sito, Ananton,
Interestingly
and
enough,
Jonathan Z and Kwek Kian Wee.
Bay Racing and Ling Kuan Yew, who of course were leading yesterday, have already taken the lead here. But we are going to have to wait till they cross that start line for their transponders to kick in, so we know exactly where they are.
Yeah, we can tell you that Aaron Lim, Avila Baha have posted the fastest first sector. Actually, the HMRT really on top of things. They have posted the 3 fastest sector of 4.
Yeah, good strategy. If you've got clear air in front of you, if you've got nobody in front of you.
We have a starting procedure under investigation. That be for the MT2G.
It was a bit tight.
Yeah.
Turn 1. Could be that. So there on the left of your screen with the different colors. Well, blue is MTC, yellow is MT2G, and green is MT2V. So you can see that Daniel Renoy and Justin Till are currently on course for the double, but 46 minutes away from that.
Do you think it was an intentional strategy move to get Fadzil as the starting driver and to head it over to Hendradi Putra?
Completely honest with you, I think it's a great move. But if your car doesn't work, it doesn't matter if you put me in that car. Okay?
Yeah, I'm just thinking because in the first round it was Hendra that did both the first stints, and this is Fadzil's first stint.
Well, Fadzil Alang has a lot of experience at launch control, I'm guessing. But again, I think it was the car's problem yesterday. So maybe they are they're happy with the car, and they're looking for him to, create a different situation, basically set up that first part of the race faster.
The pit window will be open in the next 15 minutes.
That's what it's all about, that pit window, when you come in, how quick you are, how your car's doing. I have to stress it's not like a pit stop, always with touch there. Hey! Hello there, young fellas, you ruffians and scamps.
We saw these kids in the first round as well. In fact, they came in 6 buses deep, and they actually went on a tour on this Sepang circuit at the time of their lives.
Could be future world champions, you never know.
Who knows?
Future national champions. So they've gone around. I said right now it is about 12 seconds between the top MTC cars, but just 0.5 a second between the HMRT cars that are both leading that.
Like we saying, posting the fastest lap.
Oh yeah, 2:32.968. That's very fast.
We had a 2:31 yesterday. I think.
Yeah.
As
I said, fast weekend. Good. That is, let me see No, that's actually Bay Racing. That's Sun Chu Po out the front there in the black and yellow car. And next to him is Ethan Sito in the red and white. They look like they are immediately touching swords.
There was an incident in turn 1. I think that was in the MT2G.
I didn't see it. But no further action off the starting grid, which is good. Yeah, this looks like one of those battles I was talking about.
Hendra just looking on and hoping for the best from his teammate.
So, we have Ling Guang Yu up front, doing what he did yesterday pretty much. Oh, that's good defending there.
It's a familiar sight to see both these HMRT 1-2 leading the line, the MTC.
Yeah, protecting each other. Give himself a nice wall.
If I remember correctly, it was 2 years ago that they actually put up a wall, an intentional wall, to stop an overtake from opposition team.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we were on comms together. And that was a unique move because I hadn't seen that before. And it spoke volumes about the chemistry.
If you can do it, yeah, if you can do it, great. I mean, you need two cars that are going to obviously run at roughly the same speed. But yeah, you can block off, more of the racing line, if not all of it.
Oh, it's a drive-through penalty. That's
For who? That was
Squad 22.
So Ji-sang again. Wow, Team ST are not having a good weekend at all.
Yeah, they had that stranded.
They were out yesterday in the gravel pit.
Yeah.
And now immediately drive-through penalty. So that's going to add 60 seconds onto your time immediately. I'd say minimum. Because even though you're not stopping, you have to slow down to pit lane speeds, come in properly, you have to pick when you're going to do it. So it is going to add time, and it's going to add time early.
Fazil has done really well. He's up to third now.
You ask why he's in the car first? That's why.
Just to set the pace. And maybe you need an experienced head behind the wheel for the first stint, just to get the feel of the car, and he can pass on that information to Hendra when he comes on later.
Well, that will be in about 15 minutes now.
I would say Fazil isn't too far. He's just about 8 seconds behind that HMRT.
More than doable at this point. So once again, that is Sun Chu Po, Shazul Hisham, and Ethan Sito, the three cars watching here, coming to the corner. Oh, that's a nice line on the inside.
Just about to say, nicely done there.
Well, that's Mohammed Hakimi that's actually done that. It's changed a little bit. Well, just ahead of them, Ali Rahimi Rashid is closing in on Ling Guang Yu, who's top two in MT2G.
Yep, chasing that second podium, modern racing team. James Russell was speaking about getting that podium finish, and I remember that interview when it happened. They were in 10th place, and at the end of the race, they found themselves on podium, looking for another podium finish.
Well, yeah, if they get two in a row, that's a good piece of history to write down.
Really tight in the MT2V as well. The analytics separating that Action Sports and Empire and Racing.
So this, once again, R Engineering and Bay Racing, who are having such a tight battle that they're drawing in Empire M and Team ST.
Also great to see that we have all our 28 competitors doing the business. No one's out.
For now.
For now.
No, I'm with you. I'm going to be positive about it. I'm not going to be pessimistic in any way.
Do you think if we complete this race without an FCY, it would be a record? It would be an MTCC record, perhaps?
Probably. I don't.
Not an
I don't,
MCS, but an
I don't
MTCC
remember
one.
3 consecutive races where there wasn't a full course yellow.
Because I remembered we had FCYs that lasted up to an hour.
Well, we had one. I mean, during that rainy day, I remember where it essentially went on for about 6 hours.
There was a 300-kilometer race.
That's right. Couldn't start the race because it was just too rainy. So yeah, things can get out of hand. FCYs can be dropped at the, at any point. So it is very lucky, actually. That's how you should look at it. 2 consecutive races didn't happen, but we'll see. And you've got such a big grid as well, so the chances of one happening are very high.
Fadzil Alang just dropping off the pace a little bit. 11 seconds now. It's a 3-second drop off. But that's because Aaron Lim is pulling away. He's also increased his lead over his...
it might be that, yeah.
HMRT.
Certainly not a big enough drop to signify a problem right now. That 2:32.911 is still the fast lap we've seen today.
That's great. You look at all 3 categories, there's nothing much separating the top 2, 3.
Yeah, that's where all the competition's happening right now. Mark Chu, Kuraz Motorsport, the green and white car. Well, So Chu Sang and P. Safan are now in the pit. I'm guessing that's for the drive-through penalty. Yeah, it must be. Good to get that out of the way early.
It looks like there is a bit of a shunt on that access point, car number 18. On the left
It
side.
happened, we didn't see it. That is Taekan Bun and Shazul Hisham, the 2 middle cars there, silver and green and red and black. They are in 13th and 14th, respectively. And there's, 0.03 of a second between them. So they're definitely having a fight. In front of them, Mohamed Hakimi and Sun Chupo are also having a great fight. So it's spreading out the right way in little battles.
There you can see it on the left side. That bumper just
Ollie
little
Ramley.
loose.
Oh yeah, Ollie Ramley on the inside. It looks like, is that Tibiash? Yes, it is. Tibiash Rajan has also hopped along for the ride on the inside.
Divesh and Harkish, of course, the biggest winners from round 1. Maximum points. Yesterday wasn't the best of outing for them.
No. So is this where the touch was?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
There it was. And it always seems to be that front bumper that's affecting that Suzuki
Very
swing.
desperate defending by Ollie Ramley. To jump ahead of that car. Necessarily by the rules.
Yep. We will keep a lookout if race control
Well,
actually...
that's obviously the incident, turn
Yeah.
1, right? So they did notify it.
Race control might have something to say about that.
Oh, somebody's off the back. Somebody took a bit of a hit at the end of 14. There you go. That's one of our... That's Ethan Sito's car. So Nisa Racing once again.
That's going to cost him precious seconds. As it is, they're currently 11th.
Everyone else seems to be running fine. Ethan Sito's Nisa Racing is actually getting slower.
Yeah, looks like it's dropping off drastically.
Oh, there you go. I think that's going to be our first car that's out. I don't think that car's coming back somehow. Asafar. Well, that's Sunjupo at the front. That's the car, 121 in the middle. It's like Kiwi and Asafar. And now followed by Shazul Hisham.
Yeah, this is for sixth for 6th place.
Ultimately, yeah, all of it. 5 cars jostling for 6th place.
There's a debris
Oh,
at
it's
turn
another bit of-
7. That's where Ethan Sito had skidded earlier on.
A bit of touch there between front two.
We might see an FCY just as we spoke because of this confirmation of debris.
There you go. There is debris at turn 7. Yes, we might. And now, see, that's it. Now that you get a full course yellow and everybody slows down to full course yellow speed before the pit window, then that is really
Then
gonna-
essentially you
yeah,
go
it's
into the pit on a reduced speed, which could be a good thing.
Well, I mean, that's, it takes a lot of calculation to figure out how it's all going to work if it's based around a full course yellow. But there are little tricks, or not tricks, but procedures that you can do to elevate your track position, i.e. come in early or even earlier because of the full course yellow. But it doesn't look like we're going to get one, even with the debris, which is...
Yeah, this is a unique situation because
Even luckier,
usually
yeah.
if there is a debris, then it's followed by an FCY.
It might just be, as I said, the tiniest of knocks. But anyway, these 5 cars are all jousting for 6th place right now. That's one of the biggest battles that we've got.
And that's the confirmation of that incident involving car 24. That was Ethan Sito's car at 266.
Liu Zhenyu, our engineering car. Wow. Things heating up already.
And because of that incident, all cars have been requested to respect the track limit.
Yeah, just a light reminder to stay on the black stuff. Very nicely through turns 1 and 2.
We've been engrossed in this MT2G battle. Just to give you an update of what's happening in the MTC. That's Aaron Lim, Avila Baha. Still in the lead, but Fadzil Alang, perhaps car problems again because he's gotten slower.
I think the 2 HMRTs are setting a new benchmark for speed. I think Fadzil's actually going as fast as he can right now. So if you look at it like they're leading their own race, and then Fadzil's leading a second race.
But Fadzil's lapping way slower than them. He's on a 238.
Yeah, but then the car behind him is lapping at 240. So everybody is going a lot slower than HMRT. And I don't know whether that's because HMRT are, really on the ball right now or not, but they might just be pushing and everybody else might be maintaining before the pit window. So, but I wouldn't say that Fuzz is in serious trouble just yet.
Yeah, the HMRT team looks to be in a class of their own. Again, there's no competition for them.
It really helps when you got one car that's delivering, which was yesterday, and then you can set up the other car to try and mirror that.
We are of course looking at Kenwu Russellton, 3-time podium finishers in their debut season, but even they are 54 seconds behind our leaders.
Yeah, and we're lap 7, so that's that situation is definitely not ideal for them. But even if they want to finish third, maybe, but you can't win. This is good that Fadzil is still out on track, looking fast enough.
Fast enough, yes. He's lapping 2 seconds faster than he was. 2:36 now.
Yeah, but that's still a 3-second gap between him and the leader. Even if that's his fastest lap, then it doesn't bode well.
Yeah, but I think you're right. These HMRT, they are setting the benchmark in terms of lap times because they've been untouchable.
Absolutely.
In the first 7 laps at least.
So that is Kenwu and Rossatan, blue car. Following them, Limi Chuck, Sakudo X Ultra Racing. Drivers, as you can see, second drivers.
Oh, there's a final warning for car 175. That would be
Oni Ramli.
Oni Ramli, Muhammad Anaki, and that was that incident we saw earlier where he just shut off car number 18.
Well, that's unsportsmanlike conduct.
And that we know that 15-year-old is in the car. Of course, he will learn from this.
Yep, hope he does. So, pit window open now, is it?
Pit window is this an unscheduled pit.
No, it's open. It was open for 2:38. So it is
Oh yeah,
open.
it is open. It's finally open. There's confirmation of it.
Yeah, there's lots of people. And then you get this big congestion that happens with everyone coming in. All the early birds coming first. Looks like a lot of MT2V and G cars in that. MTC is not in yet.
So if we were to call it a halftime report card, our HMRT duo would just aim to continue what they're doing.
Looking as solid as always, yeah. I mean, just the way we've been talking about Papaya Racing today, you already automatically have in your mind the idea that something might go wrong. Whereas you don't get that with HMRT because of the stats they've put up. I mean, they've been so solid, and they're doing it again here. It might not be a huge lead, but if you take both of their leads together, they're 26 seconds ahead of everybody else. It's just 0.7 seconds between them.
Between them, yeah.
But that's fine within the team. They're both lapping exactly the same, 2:34. What a solid lap time, 2:34. 2 seconds ahead of everybody else. It's almost like they're going around on a victory parade already. So unless something...
An early coronation.
Yeah, unless something, you know, sensational happens to one of these HMRT cars, I think they can keep doing that for another 12 laps. Not a problem. 27 minutes, not a problem. If you've got that reliability, it's like, you know, it's gold. Once you found that and the car's responding to it, it's absolute gold. You still, it's fragile gold. You still can't go and, you know, push it to the max, but you know you can get to the end of the race. And how many times have we heard drivers say that exact term? I just want to finish the race. Because that's it. The main thing.
Yeah, just judging by their lap times. Of course, the fastest lap time still belongs to car number 27. But car 27, 26, they both lapped at 2:32.
Yeah.
Just marginal difference. And the rest, if you look at third place, Fadzil Alang with a 2:35.
The only reason I'm saying it is because these stats that we're seeing coming off the HMRT team today are alarmingly similar. That second car last night has been brought up to speed to match the first car. And that's why I think we're seeing them dominate right now.
That's amazing teamwork on car setting, right?
Just knowing, knowing exactly what you need to do. It's also knowing what you did right. Oh, hello. What's going on there? Bit of bump and grind up at, is that 7 or 8?
That's Jonathan Z's car number 91.
Oh, there's a shock. Jonathan Z's got himself in a bit of stick again.
Desperately trying to make his way up. He's actually done really well for himself. He's in second place. Gee, he started off in 12th.
Yeah, second place
wow.
in car, 7th overall.
But that's also because he hasn't pitted yet.
Yes, that's true as well. And behind him, Adi Rahimi Rashid has, which means James Russell should be getting into that Mon Racing Team car now. Mark Darwin's also handing over to Luke Anton Neto at the moment. Mohamed Hakimi is giving up the steering wheel to Mohamed Asfar. Divyesh Rajan also to his teammate, and Li Chihuahua and Lim Jialong. It's very hard to keep track of all the cars that are in the pits coming in. And also, there'll be 2 or 3 laps after the pits before we settle back into part 3 of this race, which will be post-pit window. While we were talking about it, look at what HMRT are doing. Exactly the same thing they've been doing since the beginning and yesterday.
Yeah,
but both of them this time.
Absolute dominance, cruise control mode at this point.
Yeah. And within your parameters, you know, every strategy that any driver or team comes up with is going to be based on parameters. So if you're leading and nobody's contesting you, you can stay within those parameters really easily. If you're not, if you're chasing, for example, then you're going to have to push the car a little bit. That's a nice little move.
If, let's say, car number 27 and 26 both again secure 1-2 finish, they could be right up there in the mix. as of now, the MTC point standing does not have both these teams in it. Simply because if you look at round 1's classification, there was only 3 cars.
That's right. They weren't part of it. But yeah, they're definitely going to catch up very quickly.
We're going to go down for an interview with car number 25.
Right now I'm with car number 25. Now you may have seen them on the podium yesterday. You placed P2 yesterday. All this is, yes. Now your partner Mark Darwin is right now on the tracks. How do you think it's going to fare out for him? Do you think you have done the most that you could to bring you guys up to the top?
Yeah, I mean, all I could do is stay with the pack. We have a 12-second penalty in the pit because we finished P1. So he's got quite a bit of catching up to do, but I believe he can do it. We'll try our best.
Now, yeah, we do want to touch a bit about the penalty that you had. Do you want to tell us a bit about that?
It's just because we came in first, we have an extra 12 seconds in the pit stop compared to the rest.
Would you think that is going to affect your scoring today?
Probably, but that's how it is. Whoever finishes first has a penalty. Second is a smaller penalty. Third is a smaller penalty. So.
And are you aiming for podium today? Do you think this is going to be better than what you did yesterday?
We'll try our best. Well, definitely aiming for podium, yes.
Definitely aiming for podium. We're also waiting to see you top on the podium. Now the next race, the next round rather, is going to be an endurance race, as we all know. Do you think your car is, for now at least, equipped to withstand the endurance race that will be coming up?
Probably, yeah, I think so. They're very strong lasting cars, so I think so. I think we'll be fine.
Any more R&D that needs to be done?
No, not at the moment, not for us.
So you're well equipped. I can't wait to see how the race pans out for you, and of course what's going to happen in the rounds that's going to be coming up. So good, congrats to you, good luck to you, and back to our gents.
Thanks for that, Arena. And just to clarify, the endurance round of the MTCC is actually going to be round 4. But you can see what she's saying. I mean, you are trying to get the car ready for that round. I think they've done all right, actually. Mark Darwin and Luke Anton Nether. There's a car turn 2. Car 18 and 175. Is that the one we already looked at? Yeah, we did. That's right. It's already been documented.
So Fadzil Alang has pitted, so has Lim Ee Cheok. The only 2 cars who have not pitted are our top 2 in the MTC. And as we speak, they come in.
As I said, that looks alarmingly like it was planned. So they've come in roughly around the middle of the pit window.
And we should see, like we're saying, Mohammad Faris come in right behind them.
Yeah, they are, but both cars have come in kind of sync. Well, they were just now. Yeah, it's a nice leisurely run over the front because everything's going according to plan. It's so different when everything goes according to plan. How you feel, how the car responds, and generally the feeling of all of it. But if they were chasing, everyone would be running around right now, rushing around. That's the 26 car. Already out. So why are we saying currently leading?
It's a left-hand drive for this HMRT team. I notice the others are on your conventional right-hand drive. Do you think that would make a difference in terms of navigation?
I can't drive left hand.
We are not accustomed, not in this part of the world.
I wouldn't
anyway.
even try. Yeah, it seems odd. These cars are a little bit different though. In terms of the driving position within the car, it's set for one person. So, whether it's left or right, it's
just positional, right?
Yeah, there aren't any lanes or anything. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference.
But it's unique because I think they are the only team who has this left-hand drive.
Well, Honda being such a massive mark, you never know where these cars may have originated from, and that might be a left-hand drive place. But are you going to change the setup of the car to make it right-hand drive for this championship? No, you wouldn't do that. The car, as I said, it's solid enough. This might be one of the reasons why it's so solid. But it's proving it's solid for sure.
This is interesting because live is saying it's still out there.
26
we expected them to
I
mirror each other, right?
honestly thought that both of them were in there, but then I realized they've only got one pit team, so you can't put both cars in at the same time. Now 26 have come in. Now the 27 is done. And I'm guessing Aaron Lim is behind the wheel of 27. 26 almost by Jedi magic, will now come into the pit window or to the pit lane.
This is definitely a strategy calculation to have the leader come in first and give a bit of a breathing space before second place comes in.
I mean, the whole thing, everything. So we actually get to find out a bit, or maybe even see a bit, because we're going to talk to Aaron Lim right now. But this looks like it's going according to plan. Let's find out.
All right, guys, now I'm here with one of the drivers for car number 27. We got Aaron down here with us. Aaron, that was some cool driving, good driving that you've been leading the pack all. You just passed the baton to your partner Avila now out there. How's the track's condition, first of all?
Yeah, it was very hot. That's for sure.
There you go. Two HMRT drivers right there loving each other.
Yeah, my ex-teammate from the last 10 years, so we have a good chemistry among all of us. Didn't want to overpush because anyway, we're doing reliability tests with the car. I want to make sure the tires and the brakes last. So we're driving it in the mindset that it's a S1K, 1 hour stint. So so far so good. The car's been listening to what we need. So yeah, let's see what happens with the second stint.
I mean, both of you actually, both HMRT cars, you guys have quite of a healthy lead against your competitors in your own class. I mean, is that down to skills or more strategy, or what is it?
Well, I think the team gave us a really good car. Yeah, you could have seen last year at S1K. Yeah. It was really strong. So we want to pick up where we left off. We didn't get the win last year, unfortunately. So we work harder this year. I think we have a good package. So let's see, the main target is S1K at the end of the year.
Yeah, I remember last year having a conversation with all of you guys for HMRT. Entering the MTCC was just a trial for the S1K basically, but now you're in it to win it this time around for the 2026 season.
Well, I think if we join a race, we always try to win. That's for sure, but like I said, we want to make sure the car is not a sprint car and it's an endurance car, So yep, that's our purpose to be here. But of course, we'll try to win every race that we take part in.
And I know I'm jumping up the gun again, but round number 3 is all about endurance 300K. You're obviously ready for that.
Yeah, I think that's the target, to go through that. A lot of mileage on the car, a lot of mileage on the drivers as well. Get the team up to speed. Yeah, so looking forward to that.
And we just heard that 26 is giving 27 their run for the money. So hopefully both of you, I'll see you guys on the podium. All right, thanks, Aaron. Guys, back to you.
So 16 minutes left. We are definitely into stage 3 of this race now. And the HMRTs, as you just heard from Aaron Lim, well, for me, Nick, I mean, you can tell a lot from the tone of somebody's voice. They're not having a problem.
They're not having a problem, but what struck out to me was the fact that Aaron said they are driving it as if it was an S1K race. And there's a huge difference between this race and an S1K race.
Yes, unless you break it down to 1 hour stints. If you're looking to get the best out of that 1 hour, yeah, I find it's different, yes, if you have to link it to the other 7 hours of S1K. But if this was the opening hour of S1K, I think, yeah, they've done really well. So you got to set your target somewhere, your benchmark somewhere. And they haven't got a benchmark for MTCC because it's their first season. So why not? Yeah.
Yeah, cool and calm and collected and composed. I think that's how best we can describe this
And
HMRT.
crushing it.
Crushing it.
Absolutely crushing it.
And look on cue, car number 27's right behind 26. How did that happen? While that interview was happening, we saw car 26 be on the outlap, and
yeah, they've tied it up. They've tied up on a string. And still the only 2 cars to have broken 2:32 in terms of fastest lap. Fadzil Alangs is still running. He's now in 3rd, but I said we'll just settle it down for 1 more lap before you will get, based on these lap times, 7 laps is whether this race will be won or lost by whoever.
oh, interesting developments in the MT2G. We have Adi Rahimi, James Russell currently in top spot. Of course, post pit. But if they manage to hang on to that top spot, then that's a great weekend for them.
Yeah, that would be fantastic for them. Mark Chu and Kenny Chan from Kuraz are leading MT2V. So Daniel Ren-Oi and Justin Teo are in 4th in class. For no double for them so far, and probably some way back. These two HMRT cars are like Siamese twins at the moment. They're literally doing exactly the same things wherever they are.
Yeah, you can't tell one from the other, just separated by their car number.
Even then, I mean, they're taking the same racing lines, defending the same way. It is eerily similar. And that, I have to say, is probably something that they got from the big team. I think Honda themselves, with their incredible amounts of racing experience, I bet that's filtered down. And you saw the way they were reacting in the pit just now, teammates, when they walked past each other.
Yeah,
that's what it's all about.
We spoke
like,
about the chemistry between both teams, and it showed.
So, somebody's just got a 30-second penalty added for track limit infringement. They warned them.
Car 91.
Oh, that's Jonathan.
And guess who? Guess who? It's deja vu for
Johnny Z. Respecting track limits, you could link that to going too fast. If he went too fast, I can understand that. He's in the car right now, right?
Yeah, he should be in the car right now.
So not a good day for Johnny Z again.
Not a good weekend for
Not
him.
a good weekend for Johnny Z at all.
He still has that one other race where he can try and salvage something out of the TP.
That would be, as I said, his due reward based on some of the trials he's been through. Just for a second, the HMRTs get split up, but not for very long. 0.2 of a second between them.
We have one car stranded. It's 878. That's Limit Job.
Oh, wow. Sakudo X Ultra out. And very much out. Yeah, and nicely parked at the side of the back straight.
This is at just past 10:14.
Well, that is once again our only casualty so far in terms of cars not making it. Oh, speak too soon.
Spoke too soon.
Sorry.
And this is the father and son, Rio Chong and Chong Kiat Wai.
Not anymore. Yep, that's right. Gone.
It's missing that front tire.
Yeah,
the front right tire.
That looks like something big happened. So, you're telling me
that's the tire.
That's not going to get a full course yellow.
But the tire's on the gravel though, so
true. The car is. But there you go. There's the welcome yellow flag. You know what? I actually missed it. I actually missed it.
We were doing so well, but I guess
it'll still go down.
FCY is part and parcel of
it will still
MT1600.
go down as one of the longest runs, I think, with that one.
True.
But this is going to be different. So now, with 11 minutes left to go, this is essentially victory for HMRT. Everyone's going to have to slow down. While they check, that's going to take at least 5 minutes. I would have thought that's 2 laps at least. So you're talking about 3 laps left.
I think that was Chong Kiat Wai just walking away.
This is still that battle.
It's deep in the gravel early on. You don't know how that car made
well,
its way there.
if they can get the footage, and we'll see it, and we'll show it to you.
So car ended up in the gravel, and then tire traveled a further distance from that.
It is strange the way some of these cars end up. So that's Freddie Yang for the other Sakudo X Ultra Racing Team car. And that's On Way now in the Bay Racing 90 at the front. They're not actually at the front of the pack for MT2G. That's Rahimi and Ling Guang Yu. Oh, number 3's gone. They're falling like dominoes now. David Kang, Timothy Yeo.
Oh man, this looks like race run as well for Motulat.
That kind of looks like it's in the same area as where that car went off. I wonder if it's an oil spill.
Wow.
Either way, you got 9 minutes left in this race, which means even if it takes them 5 minutes to get back to normal racing, it's going to be a win for HMRT. There's no way they're going to be caught. Unless something sensational happens, reliability-wise, to one of their cars, they are not going to be caught. That full course yellow has benefited them because of that happening. It's kind of given a buffer as to speed limits for everybody else and themselves, but they're already 29 seconds ahead, so they don't need any extra speed.
So in the last 5 minutes, we've had 3 cars taken out. Car number 878, 289, 993.
Sneakily indicative of an oil spill somewhere. Where is Genevieve right now? Well, Raja Amirul is probably in there.
This should be Genevieve because it was Raja earlier on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so she's in the car now. Well, they are 21st overall. They're 4th in class. But this is for position. So that should be Pisa Fun. Ahead. No, stop, sorry. Alvin Toe, Justin Yap, that's what it is.
Ah, this is interesting then. If it's for position.
It is for position. It's for 21st and 22nd overall. It's for 4th and 5th. Actually, no.
Will Henrietta do it?
Sorry. They are in different classes. So 18 is an MT2V and 300 is an MT2G. So technically speaking, it's not.
But Genevieve still has a chance for podium because she trails about 4 seconds from 3rd place, Daniel Reynolds.
Yeah, who are, by the way, going to make the 2nd podium in a row after winning yesterday. Stall car at back straight, turn 5 and turn 13. How does that work? There's a stall car at the back straight, so that's what we're going to look out for.
It's another FCY.
I think it's a continuing one. We never went back to green racing, so
yeah,
we are constantly under.
So all these cars are at 80 kilometers.
Should be.
Should be if
you're.
I didn't see the safety car out though.
You know, they don't just put these flags up for any reason. It's to indicate that.
So I'm not sure if it ended and now we are in a fresh FCY.
Well, technically, you're not supposed to be overtaking on FCY either. So.
Or maybe the cars didn't realize there was an FCY and they just continued.
We would have seen if it gone back to green racing, for sure. And it never did, so I'm thinking that I said it was going to take 5 minutes. I was expecting to go back to green racing at 5 minutes once they clean out the debris, which you can see on the track.
Oh, this is interesting, Jeff. This is for top spot in the MT2V between the Kuras Motorsports and Divyas Prarajun, who's all over the back.
Yes, this is for position.
Both the Swifts.
0.5 of a second between them for the lead. This is a bona fide battle. There's 6 minutes to go.
And the car 19, of course, chasing a third victory of the season.
That's not bad. It's only been 4 races.
Winning 3 out of 4, not bad at all.
Well done, Divyesh. Wow.
Not over yet. Got car number 7 to get past.
Well, he's in a very good position. 0.5 of a second back, 6 minutes to go. Obviously in a faster car. Is he lapping faster sector? Yes, he's about 200ths of a second faster. That car, based on stats and numbers, will get through.
Oh, it's car 25 just off the track.
Mark Darwin. Don't usually see him off track, but he's got himself back on.
Oh, but he has dropped off the podium spot. He was 3rd earlier on.
Yeah. That, by the way, was a very young picture of Mark Darwin. I told you.
Will Harkish do it here?
Told you to get through.
Coming into turn 15.
Maths, stats, and physics do not lie. Faster objects in space and time will get through. It's a line thing. This is just a line thing, but he will get through. Well, that's very smart. Now go for the full-on power and try and hold that inside line for turn 1. My, wow. Well, I can't keep track.
That car did not make it. You see, there's the front right tire that's gone as well.
So that's Mark Darwin, not happy.
There's 2 cars with the front tire shot.
Yeah, completely gone weekend for front tires. Told you, get through.
Yep, so that DV Motorsport car 19 on course now for a 3rd victory out of 4 races.
Well, as I said, I mean, you know, you just got to hold it for 1.5 laps. Should be able to do that. Defend for 1.5 laps.
Waiting for a ride back to Park Fermé, perhaps.
He's such a smiley character, and he's just very upset right now. Pulling away as well, so still lapping faster. Yeah, 600ths in fact faster. So he is getting faster. I told you it was a young picture of him. He does not look the same. You gotta update your picture, Mark. Right, so we're getting into last lap territory soon, very soon. These cars are lapping about 2:34. As you can see, 3:50 left. So roughly 1.5 laps. Could be a lap tagged on after that. But let's see who's guaranteed to win. For me, obviously HMRT 1-2. They are still 33 seconds ahead of everybody else. Ali Rahimi and James Russell are 7 seconds ahead of Ling Guang Yu and Liu Ka Wai. So that's looking like a win for a modern racing team.
If car 24 manages to finish in top spot, it will be a huge achievement, just comparing to yesterday where they had a poor outing by their standards, finishing in 6th.
That's not happening though. I mean, they're 24 seconds behind right now, so can't see that happening in the last 2 minutes. MT2V, obviously we just saw Hakish take the lead there, looking for a third win there. So a couple of stories, I guess, as we close in on the end of the race. One, the fantastic form of that DV Motorsport car continuing. Two, the incredible form of HMRT as a team now. I suppose yesterday it was an individual effort, but now they have not put a foot wrong once again.
Yeah, indeed, it's car 27.
But also, I think we give hats off to Fadzil Alang and Hendradi Putra for keeping that car alive.
Yep, they'd be happy to get on podium.
So the only MTC car that didn't finish was Sakura X. Right, so I've just been told that this is the last lap that will start after this corner. And we'll start just after they get past turn 15. Yeah, I was 5 laps ago, I was convinced, based on their numbers and their stats, which just have not let up at all, that they were going to get to this. And the full course yellow just sealed that.
They've got faster. They've just lapped at 2:33. That's 2 seconds faster than...
Yeah, last push. They've got the fuel. They've kept the car. Tires are doing fine. They don't need to push, but if you're setting yourself a benchmark that's more than the rest of your competitors, why not?
And if their aim is to excel in the S1K, but they've already excelled from their first race, I can only imagine how formidable they are going to be.
There have been some teams that have turned up that made a huge difference. Our engineering, when they first turned up on the scene, obviously made a huge difference. The Proton R3 team made a huge difference in S1K when they turned up.
Correct.
So you can, have these teams that turn up and make a massive difference. And I think HMRT is going to be one of them. Oh, bit of touch there. You guys have been so well behaved the entire race. And then on the last lap, the last corner, you're going and doing that. I feel like going down and having a word with them. Probably an accident. They take a lot of G-force into that.
Probably set the tone for this final remaining lap. Of course, An Yuan Wei doing his best.
Yeah, hopefully they're not going to touch again, because that's the one clear way to suddenly end your race is to hit another car. So they are getting very close though.
45 seconds behind the leader, but at this point he'll take third place.
45 seconds. That is comparable to the 14 seconds that were, 18 seconds that were created this
over the
morning.
course of that sprint race.
Yeah, for TP, which of course we will be watching very soon. That's coming up next.
An Yuan Wei is just getting a little impatient because time is running out.
Time's run out. He's not got any time. I don't think him making a move now, unless it's a clear cut, sure, 100% surefire way of getting the lead, I wouldn't take him. And if he gets it, this is for, if he gets around the corner, this will be the checkered flag.
Second consecutive win of this weekend.
Yep, the full 30 points. The double has been executed perfectly by HMRT, who are more and more every day looking like a very ominous force indeed in MTCC.
And just like that, they are actually now into second place on the overall standings on 30 points.
Yeah, that's one thing to pick up points every now and then. It's another thing to continuously pick up points every time. 25, it says on the back screen, 25 years because of you. That's the kind of driving experience you're talking about. It's the kind of motorsport technical experience you're talking about. Honda have been racing for 25 years.
This would be a second podium for this Papaya Pay Racing. Of course, winning that race one and now taking home a third spot. They will be happy after yesterday's.
Of course, they finished the race. The car,
I mean, it's a far cry
still moving.
to see this car crossing the line and taking podium spot where it was towed away late yesterday.
Instead of saying podium, I would say a point spot, because the top three are where you get the most points. And to come away from the weekend with points keeps your campaign going. So, yeah, I think they're going to be very happy.
Huge credit goes to the team for working on that car. I'm sure they were at it overnight just to fix the problems and get that car into optimal racing condition.
That is James Russell, that would be. On racing team with one MT2G. Very good for them.
What a weekend for Adi Rahimi and James Russell.
What a great weekend.
Champions in the MT2G. This will be our champions-elect, the MT2V.
And win number 3.
Win number 3.
Coming for Divyesh Prajan's DV Motorsport team.
They've done really well actually to shake off that competition from Kuras Motorsport.
I don't know what they did to this car this year, but this car has just lit up the screen.
Yeah, they just pulled away. It's almost 4 seconds. 4 seconds.
Must be nice when you suddenly hit, you know, good run of speed. So that is MT2V done. MT2G is also done. So with that, all these cars are going to be making their way to Parc Fermé. Just one full course yellow, isn't that bad? In terms of fair driving. And of course, you know, our best consolation to Mark Darwin, Lim Chok, Chong Rio, and David Kang, the 4 drivers and teams that didn't make it.
This is our standout performance of the weekend. Aaron Lim, Avila Baha.
Oh, top 3, yeah. Here they come.
In fact, the only other driver who could match them would be Leon Koo if he manages to secure another win in the TP class. That'll be a perfect weekend for him.
I'm not going to stick my head out that far, but halfway through the race I will. But he looked in good form this morning for it. There you go. They've been together the entire race, and now they park together at the end as well. Good car. And that's all a driver can ask for, is a good car.
So Avila Baha, the Indonesian driver. Muted celebrations, don't you think? Not overly excited?
Expected. I think they expected to win this. I don't think it's a surprise. I don't think it's a surprise. If you get team mechanics sorted out like that and you stop pulling out numbers like this on the board constantly for the entire race, I don't think... I've been saying it throughout the entire race, even when they came in the pits, it just looked like it was all meant to be exactly like that.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked for more top 2 lap times as well.
Yeah, they got the fastest laps.
Their last lap, they lapped at 2:33 and 2:34.
That's right.
3 seconds faster than
only
the
2
rest.
cars that hit 2:32, and they ended it 2:33 and 2:34, which was a stretch even for Fadzil Alang. His best was 2:35. So their second fastest laps were still faster.
I guess that's Ananton's perhaps friend or family. Thai represent.
Could be.
That's a proper celebration.
That's a proper celebration for a car that did not expect to win.
Yes.
So
yes.
well done.
That would be Adi Rahimi, I guess.
Well, they really did pull that one out of the bag. James Russell and Adi Rahimi.
We were bang on who we thought would end up top.
Yeah. Well, looks like we're about to hear from our winner very soon. The rest of the cars pouring into Parc Fermé to get scrutineered. I love that word, scrutineering. Just gives that impression of people looking very closely at stuff. So let's get down and talk to our winner right now.
Here we are standing in the first place position for the round 2 race 2 for the MTC category. Congratulations to Avila and Aram as well for the MTC category HMRT team. That was really intense. I think you were competing a lot with your own team member as well within the HMRT team. Was it friendly? Was it aggressive? What was the race about?
It's fun. We got a safe start in the beginning with the Aaron stint, so we're happy with that, and continue my stint also quite safe, but a little bit intense with my teammate, my Shifu, Alai, but we enjoyed the race so much. And what matters most is we got the P1.
Yes, of course, everybody aims for the podium at the end of the day. We did see the fight between the HMRT teams, both the cars. It was really amazing to watch. Do you think your car has what it takes for the upcoming round 3 endurance race? And do you think you can keep it going for the P1 position?
Yeah, of course, we're looking forward for the next race. So I hope we're gonna race again. We have a strong pace in the qualifying, also the race. But we need to see the longer run, like example 300 kilometers, and let's see. Yeah.
Let's see, but surely this has actually brought you to P1 once again. Now, of course, you didn't join us for round 1, unfortunately, but you were here round 2, proving it that nobody should be left behind. Anyone can make it. Even if you join late, it will still be worth it for all of you. So congratulations once again, Avila. Congratulations to Aaron as well. I'm sure he is celebrating somewhere. We will see you up on the podium. Back to Nick and G.
Calm, cool, collected, and ready to get P1. That's what HMRT are all about. So Aaron Lim and Avia Baha are going to head off to the podium. You can still see lots of infringements and penalties coming out of race control for everybody else. And so, yeah, looking at the results. Aaron Lim and Avia Baha with a fantastic run, 51 minutes exactly. Laiwi Singh and Fares in second. Fadzil Alang and Hendra Putra in third. Kanwu and Russell Tan in fourth. And Limmy Chok and Ang Tia House in fifth.
And in the MT2G, the modern racing team completing a dream weekend by grabbing top spot. Ling Guang Yu, Eddie Liu from Bay Racing in second spot. Ng Chon Chin, Freddy Young taking your podium finishes. In third, Sun Chi Po, An Yuen Wei in fourth. R Engineering in fifth. Jonathan Z finishes a commendable sixth. Ananton Ethan Sito in seventh. Shazul and Shahrizal in eighth. Tawid Anwar in ninth. And the privateer team of Tay and Go in 10th.
Bisa Fan and Sochi Chong actually finished today, didn't yesterday. Liu and Lim in 12th, Alvin To and Justin Yap in 13th, Lim Jian Hong, Lim Zheng Chuan in 14th, Mark Darwin and Luke Anton Neto. Unfortunately, with that, DNF finishing last. So looking at MT2V.
And this was a magnificent performance from Divyesh and Harkiv to get a third win of the season. Kuras Motorsports finishing behind them. Daniel Rain Uy and Justin To managing to get yet another podium finish. More points on the board. Genevieve Uy, Raja Amirul in 4th. Privateer team of Lee and Lester in 5th. Oni Ramli and Anaki in 6th. Father and son combination of Chong and Rio in 7th, and Timothy and Kang in 8th spot.
So looking back at what happened this afternoon, it was very sunny as we kicked off just after 2 o'clock. It was the MTC cars that led off the pack, and they were all very well behaved off the start. And then, of course, the carnage almost of having the other 23 cars in MT2G and V starting. Look at what happened at turn 1. Everyone going for the inside line, but nothing happened, thankfully. They all got around there nicely, and when they did, well, the usual suspects started pushing up towards the front. It was a very good run by Ling Guan Yu and Luke White early on. Adi Rahimi Rashid and James Russell would catch them. But it was really all about these HMRT cars, 26 and 27, looking eerily similar as they went down the front. This was a little bump at the top of the straight that led to stop and go penalty, I remember. Genevieve Uy in that car. And this was Jonathan Z. And what we saw of him, there wasn't much. As we got to the pit window, it was slightly
looking forward to that.
Changed for
And
HMRT.
we just heard that 26 is giving 27 their run for the money. So hopefully both of you are seeing.
Well, as you can hear, both cars were fighting themselves, but in the end, it wasn't really a fight. It was all play fighting because they, in formation, and I think that's the word to use, went around the track and were lapping faster than the rest, the best of the rest. That's right, at the end. So the reliability and performance that they've put on, we did see a full course yellow for the first time in a few days. Mark Darwin was affected during that time, but what we did see, as I said, was the performance and output from the HMRT cars in this second race has really shown that they are ready for the rest of the season. There was that 27 car in the end. Down the back straight, round 15. And through to a checkered flag. Double for the weekend, 30 points. Not a bad run out. Well, as you can see, the podium ceremony is just around the corner. In fact, it's starting right now.
Tak daya tanya macam mana nak tahu amateur.
Okey.
Dibias.
Attention please, can we get Ken Wu and Russell Tan up here on the podium for the MTC? Once again, Ken Wu and Russell Tan at the podium, please. Thank you.
So as you can see, the podium's just about to start. And the TP race 1, TP2 race 2, race 1 for the TP2 as well, and then MTC, and then G and V.
World Championship 2026, round 2, race 2. We will start with the Malaysia Touring Production MTC category.
Right, we're gonna start the prize presentation with MTC category.
Car number 208, Ken Wu and Russell Tan.
Such a consistent pair, Ken Wu and Russell Tan, find themselves on the podium yet again.
In second place, car number 8, Papaya Pay Racing, Fazil Alang and Hendra Ariputra.
Fadzil and Hendra be so happy to get this precious 12 points.
The winner for the MTC category, car number 27, Honda Malaysia Racing Team, Aaron Lim and Avila Baha.
For the second consecutive race, Aaron Lim and Avila Baha reign supreme, taking the MTC victory.
Now it is my honor to invite Ms. Michelle General Manager, HK Motorsport, to
Once again, of course, very happy to have all of our VIPs here on hand.
and our MTC winners. And now we'd like to invite Ms. Michelle together with our winners for a group photo. Everybody look forward, smile, and raise those trophies high up in the sky. Right, thank you, Ms. Michelle. And now just the winners up on the first podium. Lovely. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all the winners for the MTC category.
So that's MTC done. And a big wave to all the marshals. They do such incredible work. There's Alex Young, our F1 legend, only Malaysian F1 driver to have run the car. Head of Axel Sports, of course.
In third place, car number 919, Sokudo X Ultra Racing Team, Eun Chongqing and Freddie Yao.
So MT2G.
In second place, car number 900, Bay Racing Team, Ling Guangyu and Liu Kawai.
All in all, a good weekend for Bay Racing.
And the winner for the MT2G category, car number 268, Modern Racing Team, Adi Rahimi and James Russell.
He's got the swagger, Adi Rahimi. Swagger of a champion.
Now I'd like to invite Mr. Adam Azhar bin Mohamed Nawi, Manager Commercial, Track and Facilities, Petronas Sepang International Circuit, to hand the trophies to our third place, second place, and MT2G winners. Thank you, Mr. Adamazar. Now for a photo opportunity with our winners. Thank you, Mr. Adam. Can we have all our winners at the top of our podium along with our race ambassadors for a photo opportunity?
Well, that's the shot they were all looking for. Photographers and press alike. That, by the way, is the pit lane opening for a very special day here at Sepang International Circuit, because yeah, the TP2000 race 2 is actually ready to start right now.
Yeah, I can see the tires being rolled out as we speak.
It's never happened before. Never seen that happen before. But it has been a busy day of 3 races here at the Sepang International Circuit. One more left to do, and it's going to be the continuation, part 2 of what we saw this morning, which was a lot of fun, to say. Going to have to move away now. The banners, you can see them actually going past. They're walking right past our commentary position right now. Going to clear out that pit lane because it's going to be a working pit lane again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to the Malaysia Touring Production MT2V category. Let's announce the winners. In third place, car number 18, Axel Sports, Genevieve Henrietta, and
makes the podium again.
Yeah, great weekend for them.
Yeah, state flags again like that.
In second place, car number 77, Bay Racing, Daniel Ray Uy and
no double
Justin
for Daniel,
Lowe.
but double podium.
And the winners for the MT2V category, car number 19, DB Motorsport, DBH Pelajun and Hardish Jima.
What did he do to that car? That car has been absolutely impeccable all season so far. It's a long stalwart of racing.
Interestingly, Harkish and Genevieve were from the TGR rookie program, so they know each other really well. You can see that that friendship on the podium as well.
And now we'd like to invite a photo together with Mitsu and our winners for the MT2V category. All right, thank you, Mitsu. And now just the winners up on the first podium, please, for a group photo. Everybody smile and raise your trophies up high. Congratulations to all the winners for the MT2V category.
Well,
And Jeff, you have swiftly moved
yeah,
segue
it's
to
absolutely
TP.
seamless to the start of the race again. Rewind, pull it all the way back. But yeah, as I said, this is going to be part 2 of the TP Championship, TP2000 race 2, and what we saw this morning was great fun. Not just in the TP category, but TP2 as well, between Ken Hirata and Chatek Seong, our engineering and our works, the only 2 cars in that category. But the rest of them had a great run. And really, this is about, once again, the redemption of Jonathan Z and the Scuba Racing team.
Yeah, reverse grid this time, so Jonathan finds himself in pole position.
Sometimes it helps to finish last. You know?
Silver lining.
I guess that's why that regulation was in there. We've got 10 minutes until they kick it all off, so there's plenty of time for these cars to get set up.
And Leon Koo, of course, in 6th place. Expect a fast and furious start from him.
I don't think he's going to be there for too long. If that car runs the way it did this morning, then he should be cutting through the rest of that pack pretty quickly. He was lapping a lot faster than them this morning. Of course, slightly different conditions now. It's in the afternoon. That was about 6 hours ago.
Yeah, that's right. We started at 10.
Yeah, sorry. So a little bit cooler now. Still no rain. And I think we're ready to go down to Myeong.
Once again, guys, welcome so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us down here at the Petronas Sepang International Circuit for basically a quite filled up afternoon here on this Sunday afternoon. Because why? Right now, as I'm speaking right now, the podium ceremony for the MT2 VG as well as the MTC categories are being done right now. Nevertheless, the show must go on because right now on the tracks, all the cars for the TP and TP2 categories for round number 2, race number 2 are getting ready. Semua dah bersedia sebenarnya di atas track untuk meneruskan lagi perjuangan mereka untuk pusingan yang kedua dan untuk race yang kedua ini. Dan sebentar lagi kita mungkin ada masa we will try to speak to at least one of the drivers to check out how they can improve from their performance earlier this morning. But the people with more information, yang ada banyak lagi informasi berkenaan dengan TP dan TP2 ni, is no other than our 2 competitors. Let's go back to Jeev as well as Nick. Gentlemen.
Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say a lot more. Just about the same much. But we have the great advantage of being able to see it on all the cameras all the time. That's, as I said, for the 6 cars that are involved in TP. Obviously, Mohammed Hafiz, Arif Hanafia, and Timothy Yeo had a big fight this morning. And if they pick that up again, then that's going to be really interesting. And there was that changeover between 5512 and Papaya with the 2 different cars, proving their worth at different parts of the course. That's what's going to happen in TP. As for TP2, hey, if Ken Hirata can pick up another win from a GR86, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, he would find himself level on points with Chao Tek Song, who picked up 2 wins in
You've got
first round.
Possibly season-changing event coming up, and it is all about round 2 because that's what the 4 rounds are about. I'll pick up some men. Well, let's get down and talk to Mohammed Hafiz right now with 5512 as he's with one of the guys.
Okey, sekarang saya ada berada dekat track sekarang dengan kereta nombor 100. Michael lah dekat sini. Bro, okey sihat
Okey, sihat buat sihat. Alhamdulillah.
Okey tak, soalan yang serius saya nak tanya ni. Sebab kalau kita tengok kan, untuk pusingan kali ni sama juga macam round yang pertama tu kan. Macam tak banyak orang kata apa, competitors yang you ada dengan lawan-lawannya. Tapi masih lagi sengit dengan adanya nama-nama yang ternama jugalah di arena pemotoran Malaysia ni kan. So, feeling you sekarang ni, you ada dekat ni, row yang kedua ni macam mana?
Okey, kompetitor sangat sengit, bukan calang-calang. Tapi macam biasa bang, kita race tak nak kalah, okey? Kita race, kita akan bagi 100% komitmen kali ni sebab kita dah ada 2 race yang lepas, kemudian tadi race pagi tadi. So kita dah dapat sedikit tambahan data lagi.
Okay.
So race kali ni kita cuba buat yang terbaik. Kita tak nak mengharap banyak tapi tetap kita nak buat yang terbaik. Kita mengharapkan result yang terbaik lah.
Dia tak nak berharap tapi dia masih lagi ada harapan jugalah kan nak diberi, betul?
Macam last round kan no hope kan. Kan ada harapan sikit.
Ada harapan sikit. Okey, improvement daripada sesi pagi tadi.
Kalau ikutkan round 2 ni kita dah dapat setting handling sikit. So kita dah boleh maintain pace yang agak laju sikit. Improvement pada pagi dia tak ada. So kita akan maintain setup yang sama untuk race 2 ni.
Okay.
Cuma kita tengoklah flow macam mana kan. Sebab lain-lain semua pun ada strategi masing-masing.
Baik, okey. Siren dah bunyi. Saya tinggalkan kamu. Good luck. Okey, insyaAllah kita jumpa dekat podium insyaAllah.
InsyaAllah bang.
Ada harapan tak?
Amin. Ada harapan.
Okay, thank you. Back to you guys.
Well, it's, as I said, a very unique situation to suddenly start after a podium presentation. But yeah, maintaining pace, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly. Just not fixing anything that's not broken.
So these are the 15 corners, full course in use. It's actually split up into a north and south course if you really wanted to know. But for the 15 corners, I said, we said it earlier, different parts of the course will lead to different cars performing better, and especially the Toyota Yaris that we just saw, Hafiz in, was working very well on the tight corners. There's Jonathan Z's car. That's the car we want to see do really well today.
Yes, indeed.
And he looks, well, he's looking like a bit of a rock star in that, in those fireproofs. Not been a good weekend for him so far.
Preparing for one last push.
Yeah, exactly. So we're down to the 3-minute board. That's Chang Shan of Bay Racing.
Yeah, so if we can summarize some of the talking points from earlier, of course it was Leon Koo again who strolled to his third win of the season.
18-second lead
18
in 14
seconds.
laps.
Yes, Z with car issues yet again, he finished last. But as a result of the reverse grid, he's currently in pole position. Arif, whom Mio spoke to earlier, impressed with his, or rather it was Hafiz, but Arif in that Papaya Pay Racing team impressed. First podium of the season.
Yeah, had to fight for it right to the last lap as well.
Indeed, given a massive competition by Hafiz, and we can expect that to resume that rivalry. And last but not least, no FCY in that race.
That's right. And less chance of that happening now. Of course, 30-minute race, no pit stops. It's going to be a straight-up belt from the start to the finish. No driver change either. What I like to call pure racing is what that is. Very hot still out there. But yes, was very impressed with that A45 Mercedes.
Traditionally, Jeev, they would have one whole day to get that car back into its premium setting, and especially for the A45, which I think requires more care in order to get back to primal racing condition. But now the turnaround time is 6 hours. So that could be a challenge, I think, not just for Arif, but for the entire team as well.
I think it is a challenge. I think it could be. That's Leon Koo. As I said, I'm highly expecting to cut through and get up to at least third after a few laps, because if he displays that pace that he had this morning, then that should happen. It's way faster than everybody else.
So two cars that we would be paying extra special attention to is the Volkswagen GTI by John Z, and also Papaya Racing, cars that have run into troubles in the past.
Well, yeah, that's right. And that might change the overall complexion of the season as well. Well, it looks like they're just about ready to go. 1 minute board now. That is Ken Urata's brand new spanking GR86. Found out earlier that his ambition for this year is actually to lose weight. Admirable, noble.
I think he's probably lost some weight from just now's race,
Yeah,
being in that
just
car
today.
with all that.
It has been very hot. So we are ready for our formation lap now. Of course, they'll come back to a standing start. Being such a small grid.
Ada berapa ini? Kalau tak tunggu, kalau
Well, it's supposed to start at 15:50, and as you can see, everything runs like clockwork around here. And there you go. I can't believe it. Has he stalled? Well,
There's Ken, right?
Yeah, that's just a very slow start.
It was Leonard Chin, if I remember correctly, who the car just stalled as we were to embark on the starting procedure. I think that was the only instance.
Yeah, well, it doesn't happen very often. That's one thing you should get right is launch. So Jonathan Z, Chang Chun Shang, Timothy Thomas, and Mohammed Hafiz Kamarudin in the top four. Riff Lafia, Leon Koo, Chao Tek Siong, and Ken Rata close out the grid with those last two cars as the TP2 class. Up to turn 5, nice fast part of the course. A lot of overtaking done here.
Timothy Yeo from Team X-Park has also impressed. Of course, his debut. He is the new addition to this round, but he did fare well.
Well, gotta give him his props.
Just missed out on a podium finish, but he really pushed Hafiz and Arif all the way.
So they're just going to be zigzagging a little bit, get a bit of warmth in those tires. Turn 10. Well, as you said, a lot of anticipation as to what the Scuba Racing team Volkswagen is going to do. Straight now. As I said, it will be a standing start. Round turn 15. And back to grid. That's nice and proper. It's lined up. We've got a green flag at the back, which means the red light's going to go on. And last race of the day. The race clock is up, and they're off.
Oh wow!
Great
Fast and furious start.
Yeah, from Papaya.
Arif Hanafia.
Did he jump the gun there? He looked really fast. Oh, look at that. He's just screamed all the way to the front. 845 launch control. What can you say?
Well, as expected, Leon Koo is also right there in the mix.
Yeah, he had a great start. I said he was going to get in third in the first 3 or 4 laps. He's pretty much done it off the start. So.
Wow, Kenu Rata.
No. Who is that?
That is Timothy Yeo.
That is Timothy Yeo, that's right.
Oh,
that was
man.
a very quick race for him. Oh, that's a shame. The debutant not got past turn 4. Wow. Arif Hanafia up to second. Well, lightning start. Leon Koo on his case. This is a better situation for us to watch because now you get to see what Leon Koo's car can actually do.
Yeah.
Because it was,
Finds himself in a
start to finish lead in the first race. Now he's actually got to cut thrust. Wow, Timothy, it's over.
Looks like it's over. Looks like that race done. Car's been probably pushed from the earlier race, and
could be, yeah, very much so.
It won't be a surprise if these other competitors maybe want to take heed and just be wary of the machines.
You're just not going to know, are you? I'm sure that Timothy and his team did not know what was going to fail just now, but it's almost guaranteed it was linked to the first race. Highly unlikely that something blew within, the first 2 minutes. There you go, Leon Koo's already off.
But you're right, Leon Koo finds himself in a strange position. He's always led at this stage of the race, how early it is.
Yeah, those reverse grids, eh? But anyway, he's looking at his speed. Yeah, he's already put a fast sector in, and he's lapping faster than Arif.
And that's a full course yellow because of the stalled car from Tim early on.
Bang goes that aspiration. We're back to normal procedure here at MTCC. Wide berth of that stock car.
It's got to be frustrating, especially for the likes of Z and also Arif, who made such a bright start.
Well, Z's doing well so far. Lapping at 2:32. I have to say, Arif and Leon are lapping at 2:31. So Johnny has to up the pace a little bit.
I think within this lap, we should be able to resume regular racing once that car.
Yeah, I think it was just a protocol thing.
We can see safety car actually has. Oh no, that's the medical car that has now come into. Yes, we do see the safety car that has come into Park Fei now.
Wow, Leon Koo's really turning it on. He's already pushing Arif's Mercedes. He wants the double, he wants it bad. That's Mohammed Hafiz in the back. Leon is in a striking position. Won't do it here. But definitely ready and primed to go.
Yeah, it's going to be pedal to the metal once we go green, and safety car allows for regular racing to resume.
For some reason, it just looks like Leon has got enough in that car that he could just go past wherever he wants. But it is tight at the front. Johnny Z is not pulled away enough. So he's getting drawn into this fight now.
Car's still there, Timothy's car. It's not.
Yeah, they haven't moved it yet. This is really smart from Leon Koo. Could have, would have, should have, but didn't, obviously. Johnny Z's just put in 2:26.
Yeah, that's a whole lap, a whole second faster than.
That's good. That's very good. to do.
So Leon Koo perhaps preferring to play the patient game, just keeping
It's the right game.
Arif
That's the right game.
inside.
A little look on the inside there. Well, that car on the front straight is not going to be recovered till after the race, so they're going to have some extra scenery to look at. On the inside at turn 9, beautiful move, and he's through. He's got to be through. Yeah, he is. So Leon Koo is up to second.
He always finds these moments
Patience is what it is.
and capitalize. I remember him doing it in the first round as well on turn 15. Just in that sharp corner, he found that gap that was required.
Well, this is going to be the big test for him now. He's got to reel in Johnny Z, who's actually going pretty fast.
This was how he did it.
Nice look on the inside, half a car length there. And then just have to hold that position until he got a full car length.
And we'll see soon enough if Z can continue to maintain that lap time.
Well, he's going to have to if he wants to stay ahead, because Leon's already at 2:27. And now he has a clear piece of air in front of him. I think he's going to go even faster. Well, it looks visually that he's already reeling him in.
Oh no, actually.
Yeah, look at that.
Well, yeah, it was Leon. Leon was.
He's lapping 2 seconds faster now as they cross the front line, which means that probably by the end of this lap, he's going to have a pop.
Leon is lapping 2 seconds faster than all the other TP drivers.
I can't say I didn't see it happening, because I did.
So reverse grid or not, it's just business as usual for Leon Koo. Not if Z will have anything to say about it.
You as a person can add however many situational justifications you want, but the fact is, in the end, if you put your pedal to metal, get your fast lap times up, everything else will fall into place. You'll win, you'll beat everyone else, and you've kept the focus on one thing.
Z's got to keep a few things in mind though. Yes, he is in the lead, but he's faced car issues before, car troubles in the last 3 races.
Well,
but at the same time, he's a man on a mission. He needs points, he needs podium, he needs that confidence.
What he needs is 2 seconds on his lap time right now.
Yeah.
And he's not getting it. Now the 2 GR86s at the back, that's our TP2 class.
This was how it finished in
I told
first
you,
race.
This lap, he's going to have a pop. There he is.
And the thing is, if Leon gets past Jonathan Z, I feel that he's just gonna go on to win. There's no one else who'd be able to challenge him. Not Z, not Arif. Hafiz also trails currently almost 5 seconds behind, not too far, but we've seen how Leon Koo has masterfully dictated this championship so far.
I mean, he's going to have a go 15, maybe. Oh, he's going to have a go right now. There you go. Oh, no. Smart move.
Thought about it.
Wow, pulled it back. It's even closer here. Well, he's going to have a glorious chance at 1 and 2. But look how close the top 5 are.
Yeah, maybe here.
Yeah, a little bit too far back.
He's tried to be daring a few times, Leon Koo, on turn 1.
See, they both braked really early, and Arif didn't. That's why he pulled in a little bit closer. So Arif is now in this battle.
Arif joining in the fray as well. And Chiang Chun Shang and Hafiz embroiled in their own battle.
Yeah, they've got stuff to think about. Just off the pace, you can see on the back of the screen. They are there. This is where he's probably going to have a go. Nice fast part of the course. Well, he's all over the back bumper of that 17 car.
I mean, if you are Z at this point, it's all about trying to just keep your nose in front, and I mean, he's an experienced driver as well. He's on multiple championships weekend in and out, so he knows his way around this track.
He also knows that he's in a slower car. He's about to get taken. And it's got to be frustrating when you've had a bad weekend and you just can't get that extra piece of a boost that you need.
Yeah, real pressure cooker situation for Jonathan Z. Seeing his fellow compatriots, Singaporean compatriot, just keep that intense pressure.
It would be the defensive drive of the decade if he managed to defend it from here for the next 18 minutes. Based on the fact that he's lapping
That's the
second.
key word, G. 18 minutes. That's more than half of the race
a
left.
second slower, so it's gonna happen right now. It's just when. He can't get any more power out. If this is the max that Volkswagen can do, then there's only amount of defending.
Ooh, maybe here.
Oh, he's done it. There you go. That's a beautiful move from
so smooth.
Leon Ku. It was so smooth.
My goodness, so smooth from Leon Ku.
Now he's going to take off.
And now Z's got Arif.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Who's bearing down on him.
Arif also is lapping faster than Z.
Yep. 1 second faster.
And he's going to try on the inside. Oh, bit defending there. Well, he's done well 1 and 2. Look at that. That's brought Chun Shang into the mix. And with him, Hafiz, of course. They've been having their own battle. This was the move. Left, Jake right. And with the braking, managed to get that half.
Yeah, this planned so well. A decoy to the left, and then he seamlessly found Joy on the right, just before that bend.
Still trying to see. Cannot think about Leon Ku at the moment.
Yeah, he's got so much of pressure behind him.
And the podium is very important. So protect the podium, I would have thought.
And this is a battle that Xiao Tek Song would not want to lose for the first race. He was absolutely dominant.
Yeah.
And Kenu Rata won that earlier race and is currently leading. So from being almost a runaway leader, now Xiao finds himself having to try and regain some control. Now we have reached the halfway stage of this race.
Yeah, and it's looking actually a lot tighter than I thought, but I said Leon Ku had to work his way from the back. So we'll see. He should, based on the numbers, he should finish with a 7 or 8 second lead based on this pace, which he can still do.
Yeah, Leon Ku, of course, the pace setter, 2:26, the fastest lap today.
Well, Leon is still lapping at 2:27, joining these 2 seconds back.
And if he gets this win in the back, that's 60 points. Wow, that's an unassailable lead.
Yeah, that might be a championship over, you never know.
This is where you always say that Kenu Rata is at his best when he's defending this lead, especially in tight turns.
Yeah, a bit different when you've only got one car that's in the opposition and it's the same car as yours. But he is still very good defending. So it's not going to be easy for Xiao Tek Song to even though he's matched him with power, he's got to easily get past. Only car on 227 right now is Leon Koo. Massively worrying for everybody else. And he can hit that time. Oh, bit of a touch there.
And a bit of a warning from Ken Urata. Don't be naughty.
I say he's a good defender. I mean, he's taunting him from the car. And it must be frustrating if you're the guy at the back, if you just go past this guy. That I can see happening. I can see Ken defending for 13 minutes. That's Mohamed Hafiz and Chang Shun Shang. There's nothing between them. 0.7 of a second. Yes, it is a hot day. Currently running 4th in class, Chang.
Chang has also been competitive in terms of his lap time. Currently trailing Arif just by a mere 2 seconds.
It's great that 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th in TP are all lapping at 229. It's only Leon Koo that's doing his own thing at 227.
Doing his own thing.
Well, he is. He's doing his own thing again. And just in the space of 2 laps, he's already 2 seconds ahead of Johnny Z. So that's all working out very nicely for him. We're going to take a break now. We'll be back in just a minute. Welcome back. You've just joined us for the second half of round 2, race 2, TP2000. 10 minutes left on the clock, and surprisingly, Leon Koo has not relinquished his lead in that lead.
Surprise,
in
surprise!
In fact, he's upped his lead to 3.38 seconds. So he's in the lead and doing his thing.
And we do have some updates in the TP2. There has been a 30-second penalty for Chiao Tek Song for track limit infringement, which means Ken Urata has that buffer. Not quite yet, but he has that 30-second buffer now, in addition to the 700th of a second.
Can you actually see Ken Urata falling 30 seconds?
I mean, they are in the same car, so...
He's won it. He's won it. Well done, Ken.
It looks like a double win for
I wish I had a private comms with Ken right now, and I tell him, I said, Ken, you've already won. But yeah, hey, I'm not saying he's already won, but he's definitely well on the way if your opponent has a 30-second.
And if you need motivation for a weight loss program, then a double win
yeah, there you go.
could just be the tonic for it.
Right, this is interesting. Johnny Z is lapping faster than Arif Hanafia in second, so he should keep that position.
Actually, interestingly, all of them have lapped 2:28 in their last lap, so it's gotten a bit more tighter at the top.
A little bit more, but I think Leon Koo just took his foot off just for this lap. He was doing 2:26.
Yeah, he was.
Lap before, so yeah, for me, it's the level of speed you can reach. If you can reach 2:25, 2:26, you do that for 10 laps, you've won it. So if you can touch that speed for 2 laps, 3 laps, 4 laps, fine. He's the only one that has touched 2:26 in this race and 2:27 in this race. So he's got 2 extra levels of speed he can get to. Well, that's Hafez Chang. Chang has done well to stay ahead of Hafez, even though, well, they're pretty much lapping at exactly the same speed. So Hafez has to do a little bit more.
Another point to note is that that Volkswagen and that Mercedes A45 have been doing well. It has been holding up, and I'm sure Z and Arif will be extremely grateful for that.
Well, this is Hafez in the Yaris, who finally looks like he's going to try and make a pop for 4th place. He's still not going fast enough, if you ask me, but he's going to have a go. Well, it's very, very tough. As you can see, Timothy Yeo out of the race early on. I mean early on. We're talking like 30 seconds in. Chao-Tek Chong, currently the fastest man on track.
Hafiz might try and have a pop here.
I think Chao-Tek Chong thinks that if he goes faster now, that 30-second penalty will disappear somehow.
Never works like that.
Well, he's
it always comes back to
3.6 he's up
to
now.
haunt you.
Oh yeah, that's a good pop from Hafiz. Good try at least.
In fact, interestingly, earlier in the podium, we had a 1-2 HMRT finish, but it was only car number 27 that went on podium. And it was the privateer team of Ken Wu and Russell Tan who went in 2nd place.
Yeah, that's right.
So there might have been some provisions to the original result.
Well, these two are having a good battle in the last 2 laps, and it'll be, well, about actually 2 to 3 laps. Hafiz with a good try, that should do it. Oh, almost.
Caught it early enough, Chiang. If not, Hafiz would have been through. And again, he will go.
Yeah, I said he's really trying now. Again, shuts the door well.
Really well done.
Chun Shang. Well, I'm very impressed with that.
Without colliding with the front of Hafiz, he did so well to shut him off.
Hafiz trying every trick in the book. Not getting it. He's not getting it from that.
I think this is where he starts to apply the pressure.
He could get it from here.
Final 5 minutes or so.
Oh, so close. Metal touching metal.
Chiang desperately defending at 4th place. And there we have it.
He's through. I thought he was going to get through. Well done to Hafiz, up to 4th.
And who's to say that he will not now have his sights on Arif?
You could do that, you know.
Yeah, they're not too far apart.
Not too far apart, yeah. But he's certainly taken care of Chun Shang. So, as I said, roughly about 2 laps left.
As he mentioned earlier, the car setting was the same from the first race. They did not change anything. So it's just a matter of doing the same and hoping for a better outcome.
Well, Chan certainly looks upset about being taken because he's trying everything right now to try and get back. That might be the wrong ploy. Might overdo the car. Leon Koo 4.7 seconds ahead now. I said he was going to be 7 seconds ahead at the end of the race.
This was the overtake from Hafiz. clinical on that bend.
And he's pulling away nicely now. So, say what you will about Johnny Z, he has managed to keep that car in second spot.
Yeah, it's been amazing from Z so far. He's only dropped one position. But we are not done. We are not past the finish line yet.
Well done all. So there he is, Leon Koo, who had a slightly different race this time, as he actually had to work for the first 3 or 4 laps. Then after that, it was back to cruise control.
Yeah. The key point was having to work for the first 3 or 4 laps. The most work he's done so far.
That's the most work he's done this weekend. It's a very short stint, and to be fair, those 3 laps were amazing. He did really, really well in that. Since then, it has been cruise control for our engineering. So our engineering has been pulling an HMRT, really, in TP. And I said he deserved the reward. Johnny Z has pretty much 1 lap, 15 corners left before he gets a well-deserved podium. I don't think Hanafi is going to have a pop. He's 2.5 seconds back. That would mean he's going to have to really push it, or Johnny's going to have to go a lot slower. They're pretty much lapping at the same time.
Leon's just pulled away at 2 seconds faster.
I said 7 seconds at the end of the race. He's at 6.5.
Because he's maintained his lap time at 2:28, but Z has dropped the pace a little bit.
I didn't think my prediction was going to come true. I thought it was going to stay at 4.5, but he might seriously hit 7 now.
And in fact, there's nothing much separating Arif from Z as well, as you can see.
Yes. Could get close. That's Leon up front. Now, is Arif going to try here? He's not close enough yet.
Not close enough yet to go for the overtake, but to just put a little bit more pressure. Make Z think a little bit more.
Yeah, scare him a bit. Straight, and there are the GR86s of Cha Tae-kyung and Ken Urata.
This will be a great weekend for Ken Urata as well.
Yeah, double win, not bad.
And both of them would be equal in terms of points.
As I said, for the standing neutral, it was a great situation in TP2. So Leon down to his last minute. And then, of course, there will be another lap. So this should be the last lap we're coming up to now. Oh, well, I've just been told that he's actually going to do another lap. So he's right at the brink of regulation. So he will be...
It will not matter to him if it's 1 extra lap or 5 extra lap. I still think Leon Koo is just going to cruise to victory.
Probably do another 10 laps if you wanted to. Because that car has, again, just shifted into its default mode of reliability after it had to do a little bit of overtaking at the front.
So that's lap time maintained, 2:28.
That's all he needs to do. All he needs to do from now on.
But Jonathan Z's gotten a little faster, 2:29.
That's good.
Same with Arif. So he's just maintained this lead over Arif.
Arif's still lurking ominously behind him as he gets through 1 and 2. Well, that looks a lot shorter on screen than 1.5. But
If there is an opportunity for Arif to really put immense pressure, I think it is now.
Well, you never know what's going to happen, you know? That's the thing. keep trying and that'll keep all your options open.
This is a healthy advantage for Arif over Hafiz. He may not want to worry about this too much and just focus on catching up to Z.
Yeah, Hafiz has had a good blast anyway with that fight with Chang Chun-Chang, so I think he'll be happy with 4th. No, I think this is going to be our final positions unless something absolutely spectacular happens.
For me, the trump card would be Arif. It really depends on what he's thinking. Whether he wants to gun it, take that risk and push that Mercedes, try and get that second spot, or be comfortable and content to finish in 3rd.
Yeah.
And get 10 points.
If it was me, I'd pick the 3rd. I mean, you know, it's the second race. Carl was running this morning. Wanting to push it's one thing, but it would just be a nightmare if you overpush that car on the last 5 corners. I say settle for points.
Yeah, and the difference between...
So we should become the last lap now.
The difference between 2nd and 3rd place is only 2 points,
So this is going to be the last lap after turn 15. Leon very used to the last lap now.
Used to the last lap as leader.
There you go. There's confirmation of that. Yep. Arif's not close enough.
Top 3 are all lapping at, in fact, top 4 have all lapped at 2:29.
That's actually, I said, I think it's quite a standard neutral lap for these cars. 2:26 would definitely be the fast lap, and 2:31 would definitely be the slow lap. And it is good, prudent work to not overpush the car now.
Yeah, so that's an indication that everyone's content with their respective positions.
Yeah, they have to be, and it is wise to do that. I'm amazed that Johnny C's in 2nd. It's been proven in this race that the Volkswagen does not have the pace and was being pushed by all sorts of other cars early on. But he still managed to defend well.
1.5 seconds. Well, we are approaching the final few turns.
Yep, Leon Ku's up at turn 10. That was Arif's choice. That was Arif's
it looked
chance.
like he might actually have a go at
You'd have to go late braking, like really late braking, and that's a dangerous place to do that.
Maybe on that final back straight coming into turn 15 is where he might think about.
Nah, he's going to be too far. Now he's going to be too far. So this is the final straight for Leon Ku. And our engineering are powering their way to yet another win on the national Malaysian touring car circuit. And he's under no pressure whatsoever as he heads for the checkered flag.
What a season it's becoming for Leon Ku. 4 races, 4 victories, all secured in commanding fashion.
Yeah, you'll love that. All the numbers and stats you would want as a team manager and as a driver. And Johnny Z finishes in 2nd, so he's got this finish. Arif is in 3rd. Hafiz will be quickly following in 4th. And Chan Chun-Chang in 5th. And what we can say is that of the 6 cars in touring production, 5 of them pretty much stayed together for the entire race.
Yeah.
And our Ken Rata will now, of course, you know what I'd love to do if I was Ken Rata? I'd like to now slow down until I'm 28 seconds behind Chao Tek-seok and then go.
That would be some expert calculation if you can count it down to 28
If you did
seconds.
it would make motor racing history if you did it.
He could slow down a little and allow Xiao to come
I
a
said
little bit
28
closer.
seconds. Like, go 28 seconds. Make sure you're 28 seconds behind him, then finish, and then you'll still win. But that's what it comes down to. If you're going to get an infringement, you're going to get penalized. Ken Urata doesn't. He fights and everything, but you never see him getting infringements, but he never gets penalized. That is what it's called.
Yeah,
defending.
exactly. That's a great point. He's always been such a
Combative. He's a combative.
disciplined, competent, by the books, by the rules. And he's just thrown this TP2 category wide open, now level on points with Chiao.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It brings value every season. Well, I think he's liking his new GR86. And so far, very successful. So, yeah, a win for Ken, double win for the weekend. Leon and Ken, in fact, picking up double wins.
Now he can perhaps concentrate on his weight loss program, and we could see a slimmer Ken Urata come round 3 next month.
Unfortunately, it's not like boxing where you have to change classes or weight. Leon Koo, wow, what a run! Well, now they're all going to come up to.
This man would be extremely relieved, finally getting precious points on the board.
Absolutely, yeah. Big thing for him.
And knowing him, tomorrow he'd probably be on his mountain bike back in Singapore, preparing
Most
for round
probably,
3.
yeah. Well, he's going to be in another race tomorrow morning, somewhere else.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Be like Brad Pitt's character in that F1 movie. He's constantly just racing everywhere. Well, they're into the pits, and Park Feme, after a very successful race, with a very quick full course yellow at the beginning because of Timothy Yo.
I hope we'll get to hear from Leon this time around. We didn't get a chance to hear from him the last time.
Got the podium presentation, everything all turning up. Another day at work for Leon Koo. The Papaya Racing team comes through. Well done. There's Johnny C. Singaporean driver that's made such an impact. A few years that he's been racing now up in Malaysia.
You can see Arena on the left of our screens, I think just waiting to get that interview with hopefully Leon.
Well, yeah, the GR86s are coming in now. They were the last cars, obviously, so cars are in. Yeah, she looks like she's going to need a position. As you can see, the happy faces of everybody at Scuba Racing Team finally picking up a result. Chantek Xiong and Johnny Z, good friends. That isn't Ken Urata. Oh, that is Ken Urata.
That's
Yeah,
Ken and
sorry.
Chiao.
Ken and Chiao, yeah. So they're not rivals at all. They pretty much followed each other for the entire race. It's a different situation when you're constantly trailing.
I think they were talking about that infringement. Chia probably already knows about it and just
Yeah, it's gotta be
detailing out what happened.
All right, we're ready to chat to Leon Koo. Let's hear from him.
With the undefeated champion right now up to our race 2, round 2 for our TP category, Leon Koo, car number 39, our engineering team. Congratulations. Finally, you accepted my invitation to interview you because, you know, we're at the end of the race, we're at the end of the day, and, you know, we're back here. Leon, how do you feel about the race? Because you have been topping the charts from our round 1 all the races.
I cannot ask for more. Yeah.
I
cannot ask for more. Yeah.
Cannot ask for
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
But of course, this is going to be a game changer for our next round when it comes to the 300 km endurance race. Do you think you have what it takes to just maintain your P1 position?
I don't know. It's a double point, and then it's 54 laps. It's tough for me as a single driver. Yeah, I think I will work hard and go to the gym more often.
That's your tip. Go to gym more often, work out your body, you know, for the. But do you think right now, because I think your car is we've not seen any trouble. Touch wood. We've not seen any touch wood. We've not seen any trouble. Do you think it has actually all the power and all the endurance to take up, as well as you as a driver? Do you think it's your driving or do you think it's your car?
I think it's the car.
You think it's the car, really?
Yes, I think it's all depend on cars. And for 2-liter turbo cars, and it's all depend on cars. Driver only pay a small part of it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the car actually has a lot of take when it comes to racing. When you say, would you say?
Yes. The car play a very big part, and a team as well. No, they have to check everything, the brakes. Okay, everything is new. The car is tip-top conditions, so I'm happy to be here. I cannot ask for more. Yeah.
Of course, you're at the top of the podium already, but I do want to say, I think Leon Koo, you as a racer, you behind the wheel, it's all about how your racing style is, and of course, it has brought you to P1 position. Before I let you go, any sponsors that you want to shout out from your team?
No, it's all self-funded, so there's no sponsor.
It's all Leon Koo himself. Leon Koo himself. Congratulations once again. I can't wait to see you up on the podium again, and of course for the upcoming rounds. Back to our gents.
It's one of the single most amazing interviews that I've heard. You know, that's Leon Koo. You can see why he's avoided interviews. He's a very quiet man.
He's such a gracious champion. I am so in awe of him, not just for his driving skills, but more of his humility as a champion.
Well, we're going to be talking to Ken Urata now. Let's get back down to the grid.
Thank you. I'm owner.
Of course, the undefeated champion once again, Ken Urata. I think we are always eager to see you up on the track, up on the podium. How you perform your action today is always bringing you victory. Ken, how do you do it? How do you do it?
I'm not sure. Maybe lucky.
Lucky.
Yeah, just lucky.
You think you're just gambling your luck on it?
Yeah, but my team crew prepare for the good car, and then I just drive. Yeah, easy. But yeah, it was hot indeed. Yeah, tough for me. Need more training. Yeah.
So do you think that you need to work out, tweak a bit more, like maybe your car needs more performance, or do you think you need to work on yourself for the next race?
Yeah. Every day we work out. Yeah, promise. Yeah. Otherwise, I cannot win again. Yeah.
Any tips or tricks that you want to tell to all our fellow, maybe younger racers out there that we're trying to also incorporate for the MTCC? We want more racers to join our MTCC season. Do you want to give away a bit of tips and tricks on how you maintain your P1 position?
I'm not sure. Actually. Yeah.
Any advice, perhaps?
Yeah. Keep your passion. Yeah. Keep your passion and work hard, study hard. And then that come with the MTCC, find me.
Wow, fine Ken Urata here down at MTCC. Thank you, Ken. I can't wait to see you up on the podium. Of course, right down here on the Petronas Sepang International Circuit. With your passion, anything can happen. Drive your way to the season of MTCC. See you guys back at the podium. Now, back to our gentlemen.
True champion there, Ken Urata. He's absolutely fantastic. Love seeing him in action. And yeah, wonderful. So this is results from touring production. Leon Koo, Jonathan Z, Arif Hanafia, Mohammed Hafiz, Kamaruddin, Chang Chun Shang, and Timothy Thomas in the 6 positions. Only Timothy didn't finish.
And of course, Ken Urata, double champion this weekend. He's now level on points with Xiao Tek Song. Only 2 competitors in the TP2.
Yeah, that is a huge, huge result to open up that championship. So looking at the highlights for race 2, starting off in the afternoon, and these guys are all primed and ready after a fantastic race 1. A little bit more muted in this afternoon race, but because of the reverse grid, Leon Koo had to start at the back, but that didn't stop him for very long, let's face it. And he was up and running already into 3rd off the start. Also, Papaya Racing had a great start up to 2nd. And after that, well, it would be Chang Chun Shang. First, Timothy Yeo ducked out after, 30 seconds. Then it was Chang Chun Shang and Mohammed Hafiz fighting at the back. In the middle, Leon Koo would take over 2nd place here at turn 10. And very soon after that, he would go with a great move on the back straight into top spot. And we predicted up at the commentary box that it would be cruise control from them, and it pretty much was for him. The 2 GR86s had a great fight in TP2. Xiao Tek Song picked up an infringement for that move and a 30-second penalty, which effectively handed the race to Ken Urata. And this was the fight between Chang and Hafiz at the back. They got very close, but in the end, as I said, Hafiz would come through nicely to pick up his 4th spot. A good run out for the weekend for him. And that left Leon Koo to, just as I said, take the cruise control off on lap 14 and basically cross the finish line. He, under no pressure whatsoever from Johnny Z in 2nd and Arif Hanafia in 3rd. Arif did look like he might have a pop, but as you can see, clear track for Leon Koo, and that makes it 4 wins in a row. Flawless since the beginning, and Ken Urata would also pick up a double win this weekend. And as usual, provided all the entertainment that we need in his interview. And Johnny Z with a good finish. So that prize presentation ceremony is coming along in just a minute, so do stick with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now ready. It is now the time for the podium ceremony for the Malaysia Touring Car Championship 2026, Round 2, Race 2. We'll begin with the Touring Production TP category. Let's all welcome the winners to the podium. Beginning in 3rd place, car number 8, Papaya P Racing, Arif Hanafia.
Yet another podium finish for Arif Hanafia from the Papaya Pay Racing team. He takes 3rd spot in the TP category.
In 2nd place, car number 17, Scuba Race Team, Jonathan Z.
After his last place finish, redemption secured for Jonathan Z, who takes the runner-up position.
The winner for the Touring Production TP category, car number 39, R Engineering, Leon Koo.
And our current runaway leader, Leon Koo, takes a top spot for the 4th time this season.
And now I would like to invite, it's my pleasure to invite Ms. Michelle Ang, General Manager, HK Motorsport, to hand the trophies to our 3rd place, second place, and our TP winner. We'd like now to invite Ms. Michelle together with our winners for a group photo. Thank you, Ms. Michelle. And now just the winners up on the first podium, and we would like to invite the race ambassadors. All right, number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up we have the T production TP2 category. In second place, car number 11, our engineering, Chiao Tek Song.
Right, so we move on to the TP2 category. Chiao Tek Song takes the runner position.
And presenting the winner for the TP2 category, car number 55, Argos Race Racing, Ken Urata.
And the champion is our Japanese maestro Ken Urata, who collects his second consecutive win today.
Manager Strategic Communications, Petronas
Emotional times for Ken, no doubt.
To hand the trophy to our second place and TP2 winner.
He's thinking about that 30-second penalty now. I would.
Thank you, Ms. Farah. Now can we have both of our winners at the top of the podium for a photo opportunity? Congratulations once again to our TP2 winners. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our race for today. Round 2, race 2 for MTCC season. See you back here in July for our MTCC round 3.
Well, that's the end of our coverage here for round 2 for the MTCC. As Arena just pointed out, July is the next round. Do catch us for then. From now, in from the commentary box, it's goodbye.
The ultimate. Main technical partner for Lamborghini Super Trofeo. Ventus. Hanguk Tire.